going on, people? Welcome to an Emotion Football live stream. My name is Alam, and today I'm watching Bears Niners, and I'm joining the game one snap into it. The first play of the game is a pick six for the Bears. We're going to be watching this game. We're going to be talking about Week 17 in the NFL. The playoff picture is mostly sorted out, I would say, because we do have some predictable games in Week 18. But whatever is not sorted out, we will be talking about endlessly. It's going to be a great time. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're locked in. We'll be here for about 3 hours. Hope you're here with us for as much of that as you can be. Looking at this interception here, Purdy, not the best read here. I would say Jalen Johnson has pretty great positioning on Juwan Jennings for that slant. If I'm Purdy, I'm not making that throw. Great play from Jalen Johnson to jump it. If anybody's going to catch it at the point between Jennings and Jalen Johnson, if anyone's going to catch that, it would have been Jalen Johnson. That throw gave the Niners very little of a chance. But yeah, man, Al Harris, the camera pans to Al Harris. That guy's a turnover machine. If you guys are not familiar, when he was in Dallas, what was Dallas? Dallas was a turnover machine. He's now in Chicago, and you're seeing more of the same. A pick six for Brock Purdy to start the game. That is not going to help the allegations whatsoever. But here we are. I had the Niners winning this game. If I would have picked a team, it would have been the Niners. So consider me a little bit shocked. Not that this is the end of the game, but this is definitely not a good start. Obviously, because the Niners started the first half with the ball, the Bears are going to be starting the second half with the ball. This is about as good of a start as you can possibly ask for. And with a win here, you know what? Let's get into the season predictor here. Let's reset all of this because I feel pretty differently if we're considering a Bears win here. Where's Week 17? Okay. If we have these two teams winning, then the Bears. Ooh, where are we at? Okay, Will says, hey, bro, I need the Bears to lose next. Ooh, hold on. You need the Bears to win, brother. Because if the Bears lose, that means the Niners win, and it's winning you're in. But hold on, let me see. Yeah, so if the Bears win, then the Niners can't catch you. But if the Bears win, let me see if the Bears can catch you. Hold on. Okay, let's go to Seattle losing and the Bears winning. Yeah, so it actually doesn't matter. You guys are going to have to win for the 1 seed next week anyways. The question becomes does the game mean anything for the Niners in this situation? Okay, hold on. So we have the Niners winning. Yeah, all the Rams would have to do. Ooh. Okay, hold on. The Niners might not take next week seriously. They might not take next week seriously if they lose this game because, what's that big of a... I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal to be trying to pursue the 5 seed from the Rams or the Seahawks. No, hold on. Shit. Okay, hold on. If you guys lose next week, the Rams can overtake you. So yeah, yeah, you guys have to win next week regardless. Oh shit, the chat's booming. Shout out to Time to Shine. Good to see you. Yo, man, the Raiders are going to be pressing hard to lose next week. I watched the way they played against the Giants today. The Raiders are definitely trying to tank, and obviously the Chiefs are too. But I don't know if you guys can out-tank the Raiders, dude. They are a mess. Hey, okay, I saw this here. What's up, Alama? I've never seen that typo. Great win against the Bills. I wouldn't say great win. We'll talk about it. It was a stressful win for sure, but it was a win. It was definitely a win. I see my dog size in here as well. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, the Raiders are gonna tank their asses off next week. King threw the link in the chat for anyone who wants to join, and I'll welcome King into the stream as I do that. Good win, but second half is not even questionable. Horrible, dude. It's worse than questionable. You're actually being too nice when you say questionable. Our conference is too, man. It's too good from a record standpoint for sure. The teams are funny though, bro. Like the teams in the NFC are funny, but man, King, shit. Thoughts?
Fuck this team.
He said, "Fuck this team." Fair enough. I understand.
But hey, but you know what? I did say this last week, didn't I? I said this would be a Steelers thing that good game against Detroit to have this game.
I did not believe you. I did not believe you, man. How did they? Okay, do you buy into what Myles Garrett said about how the Steelers were more worried about Myles Garrett than actually winning?
Like 50-50.
Because I'm thinking about it, right? And I'm like, there's no way Myles Garrett isn't getting sacks unless he's being double and triple teamed. And if you're doubling and triple teaming him every single play, that makes you predictable and it makes it easier for the rest of Cleveland's defense to play ball. But beyond that, this was wild, dude. This was wild. It's not even just that they went to MVS, it's that they went to MVS and he was being covered by Denzel Ward. Going against Cleveland's second best defensive player with the game on the line 3 times in a row makes absolutely no sense.
Yeah, like hey, Move gave us the 2 first downs. Let's just not throw it to him ever again.
Mm-hmm. Sai says,
Come
I don't understand
on.
why the Eagles don't give Hurts more options. They don't give him. Well, here's the thing, right? You saw a huge difference between the first half and the second half. The Eagles basically decided that like the worst thing we can do to our chances to win are increase our chances to turn the ball over. Like they did this thing, and I've talked about it a lot. Oh shit, that's a ball
Touchdown.
from Purdy.
Oh, almost
He's
a
down at the
touchdown.
one.
I think, yeah, down to 1. Also, how did Chicago score? I know they scored like under a minute. What happened?
Pick 6 on the first play, but it was like so Purdy made a bad decision throwing it to, I would say, a covered Jawan Jennings, and then the ball got tipped in the air, and another Bears player ran it back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I mean, the pick 6 itself was a bit of a fluke, but it was a bad decision by Purdy for sure. But yeah, no, bro, I've talked about this. I would say all year because they played similar games against the Rams and the Buccaneers. But no, dude, I think the Eagles are incredibly arrogant. Oh my God, why? How is he so wide open? What's that guy's name? Tongs? Yeah, Tongs.
Jake
How would you say that name?
Tongs. Yeah, I take Tongs or something.
But yeah, no,
Hey,
man, the
y'all.
Eagles are super arrogant. They should have lost the game from the standpoint of like they didn't stop them. They didn't do enough to stop themselves at the end, right? Sorry, to stop the Bills. Bills had a wide open player on the 2-point conversion. Josh Allen just didn't make the throw. Now, did he not make the throw partially because he rushed it because he's been getting hounded by the pass rush all day? Sure. But the point is that like the Eagles defense played so good for 3 quarters, but the offense just made them play 4 quarters of football. And asking your defense to play 4 quarters of football against Josh Allen is insanity to me. It's completely insane. But the Eagles decide to do that quite a bit. And I do think it's going to cost them at some point. It's going to be really tough to win 4 playoff games in a row like this.
So,
yeah.
isn't it guaranteed that the Patriots have the division now?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
He hit Pat twice down the middle. Yeah, I know. Dude, like that. So they struggled so much whenever I'd watch that game. And then they were balling on the last drive. They were going down the field so easily. And none of it involved going to MVS on the side, out wide. Really weird. Fuck Titans for fumbling that win against the Saints. Did you have money on the Titans? That's an interesting call. But yeah, for the people who have some questions, I'll refresh this because we suddenly don't know who's going to win this game. I'm going to go ahead and say that the Rams pull out this game tomorrow.
You do realize I'm on here, right?
Yeah. You asked about the
The Bills
division being
game.
done, right? Yeah. So the Bills are 11-5. Patriots are 13-3. So it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Um.
Sorry about
Yeah.
all the noise. I'm packing for a trip.
Yeah. The Broncos all good. The Broncos have clinched their division. The Jaguars still have to win, but they play the Titans at home. So the assumption is they're going to win that game.
Quick question: do you see my avatar profile?
Let's see it. Let's see it. 1 second.
Do you know who that is?
Is that Kirk Cousins' dad?
No, that's me and Kirk Cousins.
That
Uh,
is Kirk Cousins?
Yeah, so I took this picture on Halloween when he had a beard, and I know that he shaved already. So a lot of people were saying he doesn't have a beard. I was like, that was like a picture. It was like a couple months ago.
Yo, that's funny. That kind, like it looks literally like it looks like Kirk Cousins' relative. You know? Hold on, let
Mm-hmm.
me ISO you. Yo, are you sure that's Kirk Cousins?
Yeah. I'm sure.
Chat, what do we think? Nah, fuck that shit, man. Turn your camera off. What do we think?
Dang, bro.
Yo, I think that might be his cousin or something, bro. All right.
What is the chat saying?
We just have one. Ain't no way.
It's true.
Saints W was good for us since they have the same record as us. Oh, which is good when we need. I mean, did you? Yeah, you guys could never catch the Titans, so I don't think the Titans winning was that crucial. Bears run the kick back to the 30. Yeah, I think you guys are. I think you guys are fine.
But the Bears Packers game was so crazy.
Looking at the draft order right now, right? The Chiefs are number 10. Yeah, the Saints win. Where the hell did that put them?
Wait.
Oh,
Behind
okay,
the
no.
Falcons.
You know what it is though? Yo, the Saints are gonna probably one of the Saints or the Falcons are gonna win. So that would jump you into the top 10, provided that you lose. Now here's the trouble though, guys. Here's the trouble. I think the Chiefs might win next week. Because bro, the Raiders are tanking so aggressively. Think about it. They fractured the relationship with Max Crosby just to tank. Right?
You think Max leaves?
They,
You think Max leaves this offseason or next offseason?
let me look at his contract.
I have to leave Atlanta to go to South Carolina for New Year's Eve.
You're going to South Carolina? Do you have family there?
No, we have some friends that live up there. We're gonna go celebrate the New Year with them.
In South Carolina, interesting. Is it the beach? Are you going to the beach?
Fripp Island, yeah, it's on an island.
Damn, you guys are bougie.
I'm bringing that streamy so I can stream that so I can watch the Falcons game.
Jeez, dude, hold on.
Because the house that doesn't have ESPN,
Yeah,
so I can't watch the Falcons, so I have to bring my laptop.
30. Exactly. Sign once prorated restructure. Yo, this is such a tradable contract. What the hell?
That's what I'm saying. So you think
Yo.
Max leaves soon? I think he's about to leave soon.
Yeah, dude. I think he's sick of that shit. Also, I don't know if you saw this podcast clip. Did you see him talking about the Eagles fans?
Oh wait, what happened? Wait.
No, they're calling it an incompletion, but there's a flag on the play.
I thought he got picked. My
Yeah,
bad.
bro, the way the bench reacted, for a second I was like, could he have possibly caught that?
Yeah. I think I might have seen it, but I don't remember. But I know he has a podcast, and I've seen some of his clips, but I don't remember the
he
Eagles one.
basically just said, he's like, dude, I've never played in Philadelphia before, but these are the kind of places I love playing because the fans are real football fans, and you can tell that like they've been tailgating for 6 hours and they love it. And once a player starts talking like that, I just imagine in their head that like there's, anybody can feel that, But to decide, I'm gonna say this in public. I feel like that's kind of just like hinting at what you want. So I'm not saying he wants to go to the Eagles, but I think he's probably gonna try to look to play for a good team with like maybe a good fan base or something towards the end of his career. Because I'm sure playing on the Raiders in Las Vegas has been a bit taxing for somebody like him who's really good and has done a lot of losing. But dude, like the Raiders are definitely gonna be. It's gonna be really difficult to out tank the Raiders if both teams. I mean, if they tied the game, I think that would be. I think that would be fine for the Raiders. I think the Raiders are down to tie. For the Chiefs, I think they might need a loss. Actually, no. You know what?
I think a tie. That's the Chiefs more.
I think the Bengals are winning next week. And then one of the Saints or the Falcons are winning unless they tie.
Falcons are winning that.
6, 10, and 1 probably cracks the top 9 for the draft picks. Interesting position for the Chiefs to be in, man. Who had them picking in the top 10? Nobody.
Absolutely not.
Mm-hmm.
I had them missing the playoffs, but not being top 10.
Okay, guys. Is it fair to say, because again, like nothing has actually happened to decide a winner in this game, but is it fair to say that, like, you know, fluky pick six aside, the Niners have probably had the better drives in this game so far?
Well, because we only seen 2 Niners drives and 1 Bears drive, yes.
So
but also, I did say that, like, Niners home advantage does sweep, so
yeah.
I do have Niners winning.
Me too. So for now, we can put the Niners
Also,
in.
it makes Seattle 49ers much more interesting.
Yeah. So in the event that the Niners win, which is what we have right now, this is the
And the
playoff.
Rams win, so we have all this going.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, fuck Green Bay, man.
Yo, Green Bay is that
Not the
their
Grossi Posse
defense.
Packer Nation.
Yo, the whole NFC North can go to hell.
Not the Grossi Posse Packer Nation.
Yo, Grossi Posse Packer Nation is in a really rough spot because how do you have any confidence going into the playoffs off of that game? They're going to rest against Minnesota, by the way, because as you can see, they can't drop out of the playoffs and they can't catch anybody in the wild card race. So they have nothing to play for. They're literally going to go from that into the playoffs. How do you go into the playoffs with any confidence?
When you took BTA from Derrick Henry, not the Ravens, 1 running back.
Yep. So yeah, the Packers have nothing to play for. The Eagles and Bears in this situation have a weird thing to decide about. Like, do we compete for the 2 seed? Where there's no bye week, right? Do we compete for the 2 seed, or do we give ourselves bye weeks and week?
Yo, Katie, I'm not gonna lie, you low-key snapping on that piano.
Yo, low-key, I had to mute him. He was snapping too hard, you know? I'm not trying to have there be music in the background and then YouTube's like, yo, that's so much like the original. Copyright. Crucials for the Bucks and Ravens. Dude, the Bucks are so disappointing, dude. Like, their collapse is actually disastrous.
Are you kidding me?
Yo, Trent Williams is hurt. Yo,
he's
the
questionable with a hamstring injury.
Niners injury curse is insane.
Yo, it is undefeated like the Undertaker. Let them rest.
Yo, the Niners injury curse might be like, hey, it might have the best record in football this year. You know, I think the Niners injury curse would be like 15-0 right now. The single strongest force in football.
God, it is, and they're so bad without them. It's but
Yeah, man, it's like the Eagles stats without Lane Johnson.
Or us without TJ.
Yeah. Man, Tampa Bay, they've now gone 1-7 in the last 8 games. And like, I just assume that they're going to fold against Carolina, but also Carolina might fold against them too. Like, we could get a battle of folds. Like, I think that should be the Saturday night game. I don't want
Yeah.
that game to be fucking Sunday Night Football. Please
hmm
end the season. Here's the thing,
I
right?
think
It's not
Sunday
gonna be
night
Sunday Night
it's
Football.
us Ravens.
So,
It's not gonna be Sunday Night
yo,
Football.
the way the NFL does football now in week 18, right? There's a Saturday midday game, a Saturday night game, and then a regular Sunday schedule, right?
hmm
That means there's 4 standalone games. So no, 3 standalone games. The 2 Saturday games and the Sunday night game, right? There's 3 big games in week 18. There's the 2 win and you're in games, right? And then there's Seahawks Niners. I think Seahawks Niners should be Sunday night football.
Yeah.
I think they're making. I think Seahawks Niners is probably going to be like maybe Saturday night because
No.
I thought it was already determined like Steelers Ravens is Sunday night.
Oh, I didn't see that. If that had happened already, then I guess that's Sunday night.
I didn't know.
I thought
I don't
Steelers
know if it
Ravens would be
happened, but
Saturday.
I feel like it is going to happen.
Yeah, I mean it's that's the thing. We know those are going to be the 3 standalone games. It's just a matter of whether which one is on which. For the non like those are like the premium games, right? A game that I guess maybe has something worth watching. I think Bears Lions, where the Lions have absolutely nothing to play for but beefing Ben Johnson. And we know they obviously don't fuck with Ben Johnson, right? And then on the other side of things, right, the Bears don't even care that much about the 2 seed because it's not a bye week. But if they play for it, they're playing for the 2 seed and they're playing to like get some revenge on Detroit because Detroit gave them the belt in week 2. I think Detroit scored 50 points on them.
They
So
did.
yeah. So Bears Lions is quietly a pretty good game. Eagles Commanders, I expect the Eagles to bench players, even though they can technically catch Chicago. I expect them to bench players. I think that'll be a shit game. And then Rams Cardinals, I expect to be a pretty shit game. So when it comes to good games in the NFC, you're basically talking 2 games. I think you're talking 3 games: Seahawks, Niners, Panthers, Bucks, and then Bears Lions. In the AFC, it's really interesting because there's basically 2 groups, right? The Denver, New England, Jacksonville, they could finish in any order 1, 2, 3. I was looking at it. This can finish in any way, shape, or form. And then Houston, Chargers, Bills. This can also finish in any order, depending on how the games are won and lost. So you kind of almost have like a musical chairs situation. And then the 4 seed, which is obviously going to be determined by 1 game. But when I was looking at Week 18 in the NFL, in the AFC, right? Let's do the 2 games that don't matter. Let's give Cincy the win, and let's give the Chiefs the win. A lot of these games feel like layups, right? Jacksonville over Tennessee feels like a layup. New England over the Dolphins feels like a layup. Bills
Buffalo.
over Jets feels
Yeah.
like a layup. And then Philip Rivers isn't going to play next week. It's going to be Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard against the Texans defense feels like a layup. Here's where the game isn't a layup all of a sudden, right? Chargers, Broncos. That's going to be the swing game here. So let's say right now, let's see what it looks like if the Broncos win. If the
They're
Broncos
the
win,
1 seed.
they're the 1 seed. New England is the 2 seed, and they play the Chargers. Jacksonville is the 3 seed, and they play the Bills. And then a winner of the AFC North hosts the Texans, right? So that's how it goes. If the Chargers win this game, then hilariously, Jacksonville Buffalo remains as the matchup. It's just the 2-7 this time. And then you get Denver and the Chargers as a rematch as the 3-6. So if the Chargers win, right, they go to Denver and they win.
played Denver 2 weeks in a row.
They basically say run it back, which is kind of a weird position for them because do you think the Chargers can beat Denver back-to-back weeks in Denver? That kind of feels like a lot to ask for. So from that standpoint, like I wonder if you're the Chargers, would you rather play New England? And then if they were to win in New England, they would get Denver automatically. But that's only 1 time. You know, like, do you even want to play Denver back-to-back?
I feel like yes, since you know Denver more than you know New England.
That's fair. That's definitely fair.
Because you'll be like, hey, we're not afraid of you guys. We swept you guys. Let's go 3-0.
Oh, that's the other thing. They beat them early in the year too, so then they would be trying to they would be going for the 3-0 sweep. That's crazy. Manangai up the middle. get stuff. So again, Chargers, Broncos. This is not going to be. I don't think this is going to get a standalone slot. This is probably going to be a 4 o'clock game. I think it's going to be a great 4 o'clock game.
It's definitely a 4 o'clock game. Now, is it the Saturday one or the Sunday one?
I'd say Sunday.
Nah, I think this Saturday 4 o'clock, Saturday 8 o'clock, and Sunday 8 o'clock, like those 3 slots, I think are going to be the 2 win in your in games, and then Seattle, San Fran. So I think this is probably going to be like the showcase game at Sunday at 4.
Yo, great defense.
For real, yo, Niners defense showed up to play, man. Bears offense looks stinky right now. And then you look in the AFC, sorry, the NFC. I think Commanders beat the Eagles backups, especially because they want to beef us for some reason. Cowboys beat the Giants.
Falcons beat the Saints.
I actually have the Saints winning, to be honest.
You monster.
Bro, Falcons off a short week. Saints on they're hot. They're on a win streak.
But it's
But to prove that the Saints are a tanky bad team, it would be funny if they do lose to Atlanta.
It definitely would be, but yeah, man, I have the Saints winning. You can still get the 2 seed though. Here's the thing, bro. You should think about it, right? What is more beneficial at this point? Being the 2 seed lets us play Green Bay, a team that we've beaten over and over and over again. So you have to think, does that mean to you that you own them? Or does that mean that they've gathered information and maybe they know how to beat you this time, right? That's a matter of perspective, right? But you're playing to basically play Green Bay and then host Chicago.
But do you think Jordan Love is playing? Probably, right?
I think for the playoffs, yeah, especially because he's going to get next week off as well, right? Damn, yo, CMC is running his ass off.
God damn, yes.
So how is he still in bounds?
Come on, keep running.
But yeah, so that's what you'd be going for. As the 3 seed, the way it's looking, you're probably getting
But
Seattle.
the 3 seeds, what? The Rams again?
What's that?
But ain't the 6 seed like the Rams?
Well, okay, let's work this out, right? I think they're going to be the 5 seed. So they're going to beat the Cardinals. I think the Vikings are going to beat the Packers backups. And then for these games, let's just plug in Carolina. Let's say, actually, no, let's say in this matchup, who do you guys want to put? Actually, you know what? Let's put Seahawks first. In this situation,
put the Seahawks at number 1.
It's
Rams jump up to the 5 seed.
You played the Niners, another team that you played already so much.
If the Niners win, then the Seahawks are the 6 seed and the Rams are the 5 seed. So as long as the Rams win, they're the 5 seed, and the loser of the 1 seed matchup gets the Eagles, right? So like
did Chicago into their own player?
Yeah, they did.
Oh my god.
So you know what though? Like, time to shine. It would be valuable to get the 2 seed. It's just that like there's a reasonable chance that the Bears beat the Lions and all's for nothing. And the thing about taking the week off is that benefits you guaranteed. It's guaranteed that a week off helps you go into the playoffs, especially with the state of our offensive line, right? If you play and win the game, the benefit of that is it's a potential. There's a chance maybe that benefits you if the Lions can beat the Bears. So my thing is like, personally, I'm taking the guaranteed win. The 2 seed is definitely better, but I'm taking the guaranteed benefit. And oh shit, Purdy runs it in. And then a part of it for me is also probably that like at the end of the day, yo, if I'm a Super Bowl team, I'm not scared of the Niners or the Seahawks. That whoever loses that big game, the loser of a big game in Week 18 is not somebody who scares me if I'm actually good. If we end up losing to that team, at the end of the day, like we weren't gonna win a Super Bowl anyways. So I don't know. That's my outlook, man. Like we're gonna learn how good we actually are. Just get the week off and make sure you're peak health going into the playoffs. Think you can go half starters and half subs and still win? I think that if you were to make that call, it would have to be starters. Sorry, defense versus offense. Because the way people look at it is that, like, basically, if you're the quarterback and the offensive line have to be a unit. I mean, then even a running back as well. Because, like, you don't put Saquon behind a backup offensive line. Don't put Jalen behind a backup offensive line. Like, maybe you rest key players. But by the way, for example, right, I think we should be resting Jalen Phillips regardless of what happens. Why? Because we traded for him after we had our bye week, and he never had his bye week with Miami. So Jalen Phillips is set to play 18 weeks, no bye week, because of how when he got traded, right? That's not fuck. That doesn't make sense at all. Like, no, we have to give Jalen Phillips a week off. So I don't know. Like, it's a tough call. Again, my thing is I'm taking the easy win. Uh, sorry, the guaranteed benefit. Now, context. I don't know if anybody else would know this, but last year the Eagles' backups actually beat the Giants' starters. Now, the Giants, obviously, probably worse than the Commanders, but that actually happened last year. Nobody talks about it, but the Giants played their full starting lineup last year in Week 18.
Well, unless you want to talk about how they ruined Saquon's chance to get the record.
True. That's something that, like, that was the price they paid. And maybe that gives you a little bit of insight into how the organization thinks about things. But they basically told Saquon, like, yo, tough luck about that record. We're gonna take some rest before the playoffs. So I don't know. I see us playing our backups. There's a chance we can beat Josh Johnson with our backups, I think. But we'll see. Again, the Commanders thought that we're getting pissed off and they were fighting and they were like, oh, we're going to see that team in Week 18. And the whole time I'm like, you guys are actually not going to see us in Week 18. You're going to see Tanner McKee in the backups. I think it would be amazing if they get that win, though. That would be hilarious. Okay, so we've talked a lot about kind of like the different things that could happen. We have the Niners winning in Week 17, right? Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Definitely feels like that's how this game is going to go. Different things that could happen in this situation, right? We have Niners 1, Bears 2, Eagles 3. I think that the win here for the Seahawks changes nothing for anybody else, right? No, it's just a matter of, again, 1 seed versus 6 seed, right? What a game. What a game, dude. You're either the 1 seed and you play all home games, or you're a 6 seed and you're almost guaranteed to play all road games. So that doesn't change much. Other games that have a realistic chance of changing things. Honestly, the big one is Lions and Bears, dude, because the Lions winning could really change things.
Wait, how?
In terms of the 2 versus the 3. Actually, you know what? If the NFL, if they're real ones, they should put Lions Bears on Saturday so that the Eagles know. They're not going to do that because it makes no sense to care about the Eagles versus everybody else. But if that game was a Saturday game and the Eagles could know, that would be a blessing.
Or maybe they do, but they're not going to put Eagles Washington 4 and Lions Bears 1. They're not going to do that.
Yeah, probably not. But yeah, man.
Because they would. That would have been a 3-hour advantage.
True. All right, big drive for the Bears here, right? Their offense, how many total yards do they have?
I'm going to guess like 30.
13 yards. They're getting outgained 140 to 13.
Oh, I gave them double the yards they actually have.
Hey,
Oh my, almost picked.
What do you guys think about the Niners as a team?
I think they're actually really good. They're just too injured.
I would
See, that's the
say
thing. Sorry, go ahead, Caleb. Oh, sorry,
Caleb.
Caden. My bad.
I would say they are a pretty good season team, but like I would say they struggle in the playoffs. Like especially having Kyle Shanahan, like how like in the past Super Bowls he's been in the past 5 years. Like he's been better in the season than in the playoffs.
Something always gets messed up. Ooh, big catch by Luther Burden. So my thing about the Niners is I think they're supremely well coached, and I don't think they're that talented, right? And the issue there is the injuries, but I don't think they're that talented of a football team, dude. Like I just think that their coaching is amazing between Robert Saleh and Kyle Shanahan. Um, so my whole thing is that like when your whole thing is coaching, I just think that at some point in the playoffs, somebody is gonna find a response, like a tactical response to your tactics. And when that happens, I think their lack of talent is going to show. But I don't think they're the most talented football team. Um, and that's the
Probably
reason.
not, but I feel like the play, like, okay, their injuries, are they like playoffs also like they're missing the playoffs?
I think Bosa is guaranteed to miss everything. There's a small chance Fred Warner could come back, maybe for like an NFC Championship game or a Super Bowl. Let's look at. Let me see who else is injured. Obviously, they're not getting Brandon Ayuk back because he's a crash out. Play action. Caleb drops back. Ooh, I love that call, man. Play action into a tight end screen.
Because I feel like to me the Niners, like, they should not be this. Okay, fine. First round exit would be crazy, but if they lose in like the second round, or if they do make to the championship and lost, I don't think they should be mad about the thing, like how the season went with them and how this
Yeah,
division son became the best in the league.
yeah.
The Niners should not be mad about this season.
I agree, dude. Like, I have a hard time imagining them in the NFC Championship game. Like, if they're a one seed, I probably have them losing to anybody but Green Bay or like the Panthers. Like, I think they could beat the Packers or the Panthers in the second round, but I would probably have them losing to everybody else. If they are a six seed and they have to go to Philadelphia, I would probably have them losing in Philly. I think I mean, as you can see, if they have to go to Chicago as a three seed, maybe that's different. Oh, Caleb to Luther Burden, touchdown. Big drive from Chicago. What a play. What a throw. We have a tie game here, people. But yeah, man, if I'm the Niners, like, again, the teams I give them chances against are like Packers, Panthers, Bears. That's about it.
6:15.
What a throw, man. But yeah, if the Bears win, then they make the two seed conversation for Philadelphia non-existent. So if the Bears win, then the Eagles' decision to rest players is guaranteed. Um, but yeah,
I would say, um, talking about the Saturday night and Sunday night thing.
yeah,
They, uh, I would have Tampa Bay and Carolina at the 4 o'clock game on Saturday,
I
and
agree.
then having Baltimore and Pittsburgh the nighttime game on Saturday, and
Yeah.
then having San Francisco Seattle on Sunday night.
No, that'd be solid, right? Because then Saturday would be like a playoff day almost,
Mm-hmm.
like two games that are winning you're in.
Yeah,
And
the division, winning the division.
yep. And then if you guys remember last year, that's actually I'm pretty sure what they did because the last game of the year last year was Vikings Lions when Sam Darnold shit the bed.
Mm-hmm.
But that was also basically a winning you're in for the one seed.
Yeah, it was the winner was the one seed, loser was the 5 seed. It was the same thing. I'm really impressed with how Williams developed. Still a lot to go, but I like what I'm seeing now. Nah, dude, like the thing you can see is that like with Williams, he always had the arm talent in terms of being able to make throws. It was literally just about can you mentally figure out how to play the game of football. And Ben Johnson is helping with that a lot. And the thing about Ben Johnson is like, sometimes it's hard to decide what you credit the coach with. But when you see the state of the Lions, and not to say that like they can't play offense all of a sudden, right? But the point is like the Lions have kind of lost their fear factor completely. the main figure they lost was Ben Johnson, dude. Like, that guy's great at what he does, and I think Caleb is in good hands. So whatever Caleb's ceiling is, I think we'll probably see it because he has Ben Johnson. And you can't say that for every quarterback. So someone like Justin Herbert, right? Because I don't think he's ever really been around excellent offensive coaching. I don't know if we're ever going to see what Justin Herbert's ceiling is. I think with Andy Reid, we saw what Patrick Mahomes' ceiling is. I think we're seeing Josh Allen's ceiling. Oh, Lamar. I actually don't think we're ever going to see Lamar's ceiling because, again, I think he's been around some bad offensive coaching. But yeah, that's the thing. And, like, it's a big thing once you get your young quarterback to get the right offensive coaches around that young quarterback.
Speaking of Lamar, I subscribed to the Falcons chat sports, so I watch all their videos.
Yeah.
And I saw one of their videos, and they said that Lamar Jackson wasn't happy with Baltimore and the coaching stuff. And they say he stays up until 4 a.m. playing video games, and he sleeps during the meetings. And they were saying that he could potentially come to Atlanta and win the division.
Yo, that's such a funny report because it's like, guys, this guy doesn't give a shit at all, but also come to the Falcons. Like, what?
Mm-hmm. I mean, our division is winnable, but if we had a talented quarterback like how Lamar is, and is so, like, he's fast and he can throw, and I mean, I'm not saying I want him, but I'm just saying that he could probably help us win our division.
The thing about Atlanta, right, is that if you were to find a way to get Lamar, you could also you could fire all your coaches because you don't really have anyone, and hire a good offensive coach, and maybe you could see a different Lamar.
Mm-hmm. And they were saying to give up our first round picks.
I'll be like off since Lamar can go to. Why would he choose Atlanta?
They said the teams were Miami, the Colts, Atlanta, or like the Titans, I think.
So that's a fair question, King.
Hard ass choices.
So that's a good question. My thing would be is I wonder how much control or sway he would have, because the Ravens would ultimately have to decide to trade him, and I'm assuming that they would take whoever the best. Why are they showing Breeze next to Purdy? Because, like, they just showed the throwing motions as if they're the same. They're not the same, dude. Purdy pulls the ball back way further than Breeze. Like, that wasn't similar, I don't think, but whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, that's low-key some glaze.
That facts. But yeah, no, like, I just wonder how much, if Lamar were to say, you know what, I don't want to go to Atlanta, like, would they honor that, or would they just be like, yo, Atlanta's giving us the best trade compensation? Fuck off.
They are not the same. I'm behind, I think.
Oh, he is behind. But also, I have the feeling that if Lamar requests a trade, they're probably going to fire John Harbaugh to try and make him happy.
I would do the same.
Which should happen. To be honest, all 4 AFC North coaches should be fired.
Yo, that's so funny because it's true. Oh, Purdy to Pearsall. Tackle that.
Wait, when has he been back, Pearsall?
I'm not sure, but he whenever he did come back, he hasn't been making noise.
Well, I mean, this is his, second, third year? And this is coming after being injured from getting shot. I can expect he's not making noise.
Yo, I wonder if him and Brian Robinson, like, hang out. Because they both got shot as NFL players. That's a pretty interesting perspective, I think. What's going on, Jared?
Good, Jared.
Hello.
Hey, man, big win for the Texans. Before you respond to that, guys, okay, I thought the Texans game against the Chargers, and obviously we'll do game recaps, I thought that was a great example of what I was talking about, because last week I was talking about, like, how much I like the Texans defense in the playoffs. And I forget who it was, but someone was like, yo, their offense sucks. I'm like, yo, you're right. Their offense does suck, right? But their defense is so good, I feel like you only have to hand them a little bit of a lead. And I remember watching them go up 14-0 to start the game in, like, the first 5 minutes, and I'm like, bro, I maybe that those 14 points are enough. Like that by itself might be enough for the defense. You know, Chargers went on to score 16 points. Obviously, the Texans needed a little bit more, but the Texans fucking looked horrible offensively after those 2 touchdowns, and it was still enough to win the game. And I think that's the reality of their defense is their offense just doesn't. Their offense doesn't actually have to be good, dude. It just has to be average, which is still not a guarantee. But that's a funny ass team. That being said, Jared Brown, man,
Did you
hell of a
see
game
that?
for Houston. Hell of a win.
Did you
Yeah.
see the kick for that game? Or was it
Yeah,
Prater?
Dicker the kicker finally missed kicks, man. Jeez.
And
Yeah.
we're the first team that started 0-3 to make the clinch our playoff spot since 2008.
It's 2018 when the Texans did it themselves. Purdy scrambles.
Did you see Prater's kick today?
Prater?
Or wait, no, not Prater. Sorry.
Badgley?
Who's the Bills kicker again?
Yeah. Badgley. Yeah, it got blocked
Yeah.
by Jalen Carter. That was low-key the
Mhm.
game-winning play.
And by the way, thanks to your Eagles, the Patriots won the AFC East.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know
Bill
where
fans
Leon
are,
is,
Why
but
would I
you're
think
welcome,
Prater
Leon.
was the kicker?
I bet the Bills fans are not too happy right now.
Dude,
I
they're
think-
gonna be like a 6 seed, which means they're not gonna have any home playoff games, which means next week is their last game at Ralph Wilson Stadium. They're gonna beat the dog shit out of the Jets next week. Like I might bet them to win by 30.
Patriots play
I
the Dolphins
mean,
next week.
after the Patriots fought the Jets, not get them felt, I have not seen Drake May probably had his best game in his career against the Jets.
Yo, he finally gave somebody belt, right? And dude, the Jets. Remember, I was talking about how they have no interceptions, and then
They
like
still don't.
they almost got no incompletions in that game. But guys, I just need you guys to know the atmosphere that's going to be happening in next week. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Oh, he has the uniforms.
Brother, the Bills are going to break out these throwbacks,
Seriously.
these Super Bowl era throwbacks to play their last game in that stadium that they've been in since the beginning of their franchise against the dog shit Jets, right? One of the worst teams in the NFL. I think the Bills are going to give a generational belt to the Jets next week.
I mean, I get that it's their last game.
If it's not generational, then that's honestly an L for them.
Actually, though, bro, again, like
Because you can't see what the Patriots did to the Jets and not try and match that.
that's what I'm saying, yo. That's what I'm saying. Damn, 14.
And wasn't that on the road? The Patriots gave the Jets belt on the road.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Oh boy, my
Yeah.
Celtics lost.
It'd be
to
so
Blazers.
funny to see the Bills lose their final game in that stadium.
Nah, but against Brady Cook, man, no way. But here's
That'd
the
be
thing,
so
though. If
funny.
they win by like 2 touchdowns, it'll probably feel like an L. But yeah, dude, that's their situation going into the playoffs because they're not going to get any home playoff games. I mean, shit. Their matchup is tough. It looks like it's going to be Jacksonville regardless. My thing about that is that, like, do I believe in Trevor Lawrence in the playoffs? Definitely not, right? My issue is that, like, I kind of don't believe in Sean
But
McDermott
this
either.
is low-key a new Trevor Lawrence.
Which is true. And also, if you think about it, right? Liam Cohen had Baker Mayfield looking like a great player last year. And things just haven't been the same this year after like week 5. Dude, like I don't trust Sean McDermott at all. I think when the Jaguars play the Bills in the playoffs, the Jaguars are the better coached team across the board. And we're gonna see how that impacts things because the Jaguars are the better coached team. I don't know if they're incredibly more talented than the Bills. I think the talent from a talent standpoint is probably an even matchup, aside from the quarterback position where the Bills have the better quarterback. But it's like this matchup of Jacksonville Buffalo is going to be such a clean example of like what's more important, better coaching or better quarterback play. So I look forward to that matchup for that reason.
That and also I feel like they're even if Buffalo is the 6th seed, they
Yeah.
still have way more pressure on them than the Jaguars. Because if the Jaguars wins, who cares?
Yeah.
This season they didn't even look like they were gonna make the playoffs.
Good point, man. Good point.
But
Good point.
if Buffalo loses, Josh Allen lost in the first round in what was probably his most he needed to win a year. He
Yep.
needs to make the Super Bowl, or else the slander is gonna not only get worse, but also at this point, it's deserved. There's no
Mhm.
Lamar, there's no Burrow, there's no Mahomes. It's Bo Nix, Drake May, and Trevor Lawrence.
Yep.
He has to win. He has to make the Super Bowl.
I
Yeah.
agree.
You can't lose to a third year CJ, a second year Drake, and like what, a second, third year Bo? You
Yeah.
can't lose. You
Also,
have
hold on.
to win.
I just realized I've had this comment on the screen for this whole time. I forgot to ask Sai, who are you talking about? Are you talking about Caleb? Uh, both of these teams love a big play offense. Yeah, man, both these teams are balling right now offensively. Like we had 28 points in the first quarter. Obviously, 7 of them were defensive. But yeah, man, the CMC. The way
He has 8 yards a carry basically.
the way he's bounced back from all these injuries is crazy. I did not think this would happen, especially with how people talk about the running back position. But him and Derrick Henry are really redefining what I think is possible at the running back spot.
To be
Do I
honest, I think
think
CMC is still good to
he
me.
can make decisions quickly?
And he just scored a touchdown.
I don't expect Caleb Williams to be able to like scan the entire field quickly and pick out the right person on some Peyton Manning shit. No. But I think he can, like, if you give him pretty simple decisions, he can get rid of a ball pretty quickly. Like he can throw the ball with like getting none of his body into it. No legs, no like core. He can just let the ball go with his arm, which means he can hold on to the ball and get rid of it late. Um, but yeah, I don't think he's the quickest decision maker by any means. Um,
And CMC just scored a touchdown. So
Drake
while
May
we're
is playing the
talking about
best ball out of all of them. Yeah, the thing that Drake May just has to fight is the schedule accusations because people just don't take what he's done seriously because of the quality of opponent. But Drake May is playing really good ball, and the thing that a lot of people are maybe taking like there's an interesting thing happening with Drake May in my opinion, right? Like I think a lot of the times when a young quarterback is having a lot of success, people can usually pin it on something else, right? So like when Jalen Hurts had a really good year in 2022, people can be like, oh, it has AJ Brown and Devontae and a great offensive line, right? And then when Josh Allen had a really good season as a young player, like his first good season, it was like, oh, Stephon Diggs. Like, and when a lot of the times when young players pop off, you can put it on somebody else. In Drake May's case, bro, like it's not like they have some amazing running backs or like an amazing receiving core or even an amazing offensive line. The thing he has is Josh McDaniels, and him and Josh McDaniels are just cooking up, and there's nobody else to put it on.
Which was funny because a few years ago we were clowning Josh McDaniels.
It's funny, right? Josh McDaniels is probably a garbage head coach, but I think his resume as an offensive coordinator, it was tough to give him credit for because you're basically looking at a bunch of Brady years. And yeah, it's just tough to say, like, oh, are you actually that good or did you just have Tom Brady? I think what we're learning this year is that that guy's damn good as an offensive play caller, man. Like, as an OC, he might be that guy because, again, he does not have amazing pieces and he has Drake May playing very, very good football. But again, people are just used to dismissing young players initially popping off. You tend to have to see more to give them credit. I give Drake May a lot of credit though for that reason because I do think he's maximizing what he has around him. Like people thought Diggs was washed going into this year. Like this, that guy deserves a ton of credit. I'm gonna get to the game recaps after this. I'm just gonna run upstairs to get some water and get a snack. You guys can hang out with the chat. And I'll be back in
Oh,
like 2 minutes.
Come on, Niners. I need you to win to basically make next week more interesting. Because if the Niners lose, we're basically down to 2 teams. 2 games.
oh yeah, yeah.
Let's see if the schedule came out. Probably not.
It
Still,
has.
but the,
It hasn't came out yet. I just checked it and it hasn't came out. It'll probably come out like tomorrow or Tuesday.
I think Tuesday because they're probably gonna be like, "Oh, what if the Falcons somehow beat the Rams?" I don't know.
Sure, yeah. What if we beat them? That'd be crazy. You know?
I don't think. Is it at Atlanta?
It is in Atlanta. Yeah, we're wearing our alternate uniforms.
Which one? The old school Dirty Birds ones?
Yeah, the red helmet ones.
Uh, I once wore against Tampa when they had their creamsicle.
Yeah, that was weird. Like I thought they were gonna wear the white uniforms. It was like
I
both.
mean that. I mean that game was. I don't know why this season has been the weirdest season ever. But oh my, oh, if he would have broke that tackle, he was gone.
Great, all of them's back.
While I was watching your game, I thought if the Eagles can run offense a little bit good, I'm assuming you mean they would be really good. Bro, I feel the same way. Like if we played two halves of offensive football, because I actually I'm happy with how they played in the first half offensively, right? They scored 13 points. If you tell me that the Eagles are going to score 26 points a game, I would feel amazing about that. My concern is that we just tend to not do that, right? Against Dallas, what did we do? A great first half, 21 points. Second half, scored 0 points. Right? Like we've played so many half games offensively. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we'll fuck around and figure it out, but probably not. I think it's a little bit too late to hope for growth. It can happen, but it's definitely not like a high percentage thing.
I don't know why this. I just remember this. On like Friday, I was like going on YouTube and I was just watching a bunch of videos and stuff. And
Go deep, Caleb. Go deep.
I
Yeah, go
came
ahead.
across your live reaction Bills Commanders or Bills Jaguars last season, and
Oh shit!
I saw the Grossi raid that you got,
Oh yeah.
and I saw that you were calling him Grossi.
I didn't even know his name. Like I've seen his name.
And then I went to Tom Grossi's channel, and then I went to the part that he rated you, and he said we got a Grossi.
What did he say?
He said we got a Grossi.
Oh,
It was like
okay, that's
you
amazing.
said Grossi.
What's funny? I haven't actually gone to his channel to watch the raid. That's hilarious.
He has like funny videos, and then he has like actually I would say all of his videos are funny.
Oh,
It's like he has like a whole story on his YouTube
I
channel.
think you were either the third or fourth person he rated.
in that stream?
Yes. During halftime, you went during one. He does like multiple people, and you're like the third or fourth one.
Mm. Good for him, man.
I haven't gotten rated yet.
Hey, man, keep going live, and maybe you'll get lucky.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll pick. Maybe he'll pick you tomorrow if you live stream tomorrow.
Yeah, the Falcon stream. I don't know. I don't like streaming my team. I'll do it. I mean, I gotta figure out how to do that because like the TV of the house that I'm going and staying at doesn't have ESPN, so I gotta stream it on my laptop, which
Yeah,
is the device that I use to stream. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to do that.
yeah. I think this game will finish like 46-52. I hope so. It's been a great game so far, man. We already have 42 points in less than 18 minutes of football.
Oh, right. Now let me get back to what I was saying when you were gone. This
Mm.
season has been some of the most weirdest. It's not the weirdest out of like the past like 5 years,
Mm-hmm.
but also in terms of football, especially like later like these past few weeks, have been some of the most peak football I've ever seen. Like I
Mhm.
think this year is single-handedly reviving Thursday Night Football because of all the games we had then.
It was also kind of funny to see Seattle with two like alternate uniforms, like the original one that they usually wear, and then their rival uniform.
Yeah. Yeah, no, like I've never been a fan and watched a season where I felt less confident about contenders. Like last year, King was here. We used to stream midweek and talk for like an hour and a half every single week about who the real contenders are. And I don't feel like I've been able to do that this year because I kind of don't like anybody. And for the longest
So
time,
it's like, for me, it's like the Rams and who else?
mhm,
49ers.
You can say that, but they're injured.
so like
Okay, then the Bears.
here's the thing, right? I hear you about the Rams, and I felt the
Yeah,
same
but the
way for a
Bears
long
also
time.
Sunday had bad games.
No, I
Yeah.
feel the same way about the Rams, and I've said that for a long time. But I've now watched the Rams blow two games in really egregious fashion, dude. The way they lost to the Eagles and the way they lost to the Seahawks.
And the Panthers.
Panthers, like on one hand, I can just say like, you know what, you had a trap game. You probably underestimated a team that's not that bad. You know, Panthers quietly play good against good teams. Like they almost beat the Eagles and the Chiefs last year. They've beat the Packers. You know, like whatever. Like I don't even.
And like that's not even the worst team, like good team losing to a not good team. Remember, Buffalo took both to the Dolphins.
I just
Yep.
want to say that if we would have beaten Carolina the second time, and if we beat LA tomorrow, we would have a shot of winning the division because it's going to come down to
Yeah,
8 and 9.
because you could get up to 8 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my
Or
god,
or
the
even 9 and
NFC
8.
South is so bad. I know our division bad this year, but if Tampa wins and an 8-9 team gets a home playoff game,
Yeah.
oh my god, we are not gonna hear the end
Yo,
of it.
yo.
That's happened before, and then Tom Brady lost.
Yeah, it was the last game in Tom Brady's career, dude. Okay, here's the thing, right? You say that as the thing to say how bad the division is, and I agree. Here's something that makes it look even worse. I think the Saints are playing the second best football in that division right now at this moment.
The Panthers are playing the best.
By default, yeah.
So you would say Saints, Panthers, Bucks, Falcons, I guess.
Panthers, Saints. No, Falcons over Bucks, dude. The Bucks are 1-7 in their last 8 games. The Falcons have
Oh,
won more than one game.
I got 2 games in a row.
Dude, the Bucks suck right now, dude. They lost to Quinn Ewers.
The Texas guy.
No,
Yeah.
god damn it.
No disrespect to any Texas fans. They lost to Quinn Ewers, dude.
As Jared is Jared still here? Oh, he left.
No, he left.
I was like, dang, Jared is still like right here.
Do you know how nasty that is, dude?
Mm-hmm. I was watching the game live. Crazy. Baker with an interception too.
Didn't the Dolphins also like block like 2 field goals from Tampa?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they
They
blocked like
blocked.
2 field goals from Tampa.
Yeah, that was how they were able to get it like 20-10.
Yo,
Yo,
okay.
Kristen is hard carrying. Oh my god.
Time to shine. So asks if I made a Steelers Ravens prediction. So I have the Ravens winning, but my belief in the Ravens winning it stems from a few things, right? One, I don't think the Steelers are good enough to sweep the Ravens. Two, I think the Ravens played some great football last week against the Packers, offensively, obviously not defensively. Three, I think not having DK Metcalf is a big deal. Four, the Steelers are just a weird team. Now, the thing that I believe goes against the Ravens is that like they don't have a great history against Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. Lamar doesn't have a great history against the Steelers. So because of that, And in a really weird way, I think I would feel more comfortable with a healthy Huntley than a hurt Lamar, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else feels the same way, but I watched the way Huntley played, and not only Huntley, right? The fact that because Huntley was on the field, they basically said, Derrick Henry, take us home. And I don't think that's a bad strategy. So I,
But also,
yeah,
just like Lamar, Derek Henry low-key also has a bad history against us in Pittsburgh.
who does?
Derek Henry,
Oh,
besides like the last two games last year, he usually struggles big in Pittsburgh.
so that's the other thing, right? Like the Steelers do have a generally a good history against Baltimore. That's the one thing that's holding me back from like being ultra confident. But I just I think there's more things going the Ravens way than Pittsburgh's way. Um Also, dude, I cannot watch you score 6 points against the Browns and then feel like I have any confidence in you. So that's just my thing. Like I get that there's a couple things going their way, but I'm probably taking Baltimore.
I'll be right back.
We'll
Oh.
see what happens. But also, here's the thing. Who actually cares? Because let's
Great
be
point.
honest,
Great
if
point.
the Steelers wins, like this is
Oh,
just look.
they're going for it. 4th and 3.
Wait, don't spoil. Wait. Oh, okay, Ravens. Got the Niners. But the Vector saying, who cares? Because we're facing Houston, right? Winner faces Houston.
Mm. Assuming
Either
Houston beats the Colts. Mind you, they have
either
to play
team's
Riley.
taking, either team's getting belt from them. Let's be honest.
You know what's funny though? Houston's belt is a really different kind of belt, right? Like Houston's belt is like 21-10. You know, like that's the kind of games they're gonna win. I know what you mean though. Weird
Like,
team.
like both teams are losing to Houston,
Yeah.
so it's just okay. Bragging we beat you, but we'll see you on the couch next week. So who cares?
It's definitely about delaying the flights to Cancun. I hear that. I hear that. But yeah, I mean, rivalries in the NFL are a thing, and this one, like this matchup, is mainly for bragging rights.
Like, yes, obviously I want us to win, but it's like, okay, we'll see them in Cancun next week.
Yeah.
Like either way, this is literally the worst outcome for me.
Yo, you know what's funny?
From the beginning of the offseason, I said either be good enough to actually be good or be bad enough to be bad. And what's our outcome? 10-7 or 9-8 again for like the fourth straight year.
You know. Um. But yeah, Ravens fan joined just at around the time we were talking about this matchup. 41-27, bro. That's a way more high scoring of a game than I see coming. I don't know if that's a prediction for this game.
You are not scoring 41 points.
Yeah, I just don't think Huntley and Aaron Rodgers would be capable of a shootout. Like I think that this is a game that ends like a 23-20 is what I see. Oh, this was the score for Saturday. Okay, fair enough. Yo, you know what it is? The Ravens defense was such a disaster, but like their offense actually balled like crazy. The thing about the Packers defense is this is the same defense that really went to Chicago and played amazing. Like that Packers defense just had a great game. And the Ravens stomped all over them differently with a backup quarterback. That was like I was looking at the offensive coordinator and I was like, Todd Monken, you might have my respect. You might have my respect. That being said, Zach Orr, you're a criminal. John Harbaugh, you're a criminal.
Daniel Falala, you need to be executed.
Yo, he
You know, Ravens fan will gladly say he needs to be
Yo,
executed.
I've never seen one guy get this much hate from their own fan base on a not a horrible team, because it happens on horrible teams all the
I
time, right?
mean, Anthony Bradford's the same.
You know what? You know what? You're right. That one is bad too. Steelers lost because they didn't want Garrett to get the sack record. I've seen a lot of people talk about this, right? And I'm trying to think about it from Pittsburgh's angle. And I think in the NFL, there's this thing about we don't want them to get the record against us. And that feels really stupid to me because he didn't get the oh my God, Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with an interception in the end zone. There is a flag on the play. But GJ with the big play, and Brock Purdy, the way he's walking to the end zone, I feel like he's either going to complain to a ref or he knows that the call is good.
Hand to the face defense.
This is what I was going to say. This is what I was building up to. I think they just didn't want him to get the record on them, on TJ Watt's team. Or it was about protecting the record for TJ. And I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I would not double team and triple team him unless I thought that was the best football move. But then again, I'm not a huge Arthur Smith, Mike Tomlin fan either. So the fact that I disagree with something that they thought is not crazy to me. Man said I liked their plan. Of course you did. Makes sense that you did. I just checked the score.
Cleveland didn't even play good. That's the worst part.
What's that?
Cleveland didn't play good at all.
No, for sure, man. They played the ugliest. I remember they got into 4th and short. I don't know if you remember this. They got it.
Yeah, I remember this.
4th and inches on their own side of the field, and I saw somebody beside me was like, they should go for it. I'm like, why the fuck would you go for it? Pittsburgh has 6 points, and they've shown no ability to move the ball, bro. If I am, I'm Cleveland here. I'm punting. I have no aggressiveness. I'm trying to kill clock, and that's it.
All right, I'm back.
It's good that you're back, man. Just check the score. Can both teams not defend? Bro, defenses are non-existent in this game. What I will say, though, is that the Niners have 40 plays and the Bears have 14 plays. What that means is that the Bears defense, the Niners defense might just be a little bit ass for giving up 2 touchdowns in 14 plays. But the Bears defense is going to be gassed by the end of this game. So advantage Niners, even though it's a 21-21 game, to have run 26 more plays than the other team. That's
and also, to be fair, this is still the Niners, who have been one of the most injured teams in the season. Was the Bears' excuse?
True.
Because the Niners will always have big injuries plus ratio.
Yeah.
This Bears team, this Bears defense, didn't they not have a good? Who was the opponent last week? Was it the Green Bay game?
Against the Packers. Yeah, they had a pretty good game against the Packers.
Exactly. You have the Packers to 16 points. You just gave up double that to the Niners in 2 quarters.
Yeah. Dude. Purdy spotted the Bears' 7-0 lead and is still walking them down right now. This is crazy. 4th and goal, Steelers had a player open. I missed this, right? I didn't know that this happened. What I know is that they picked on Denzel Ward 3 times in a row with the game on the line, and that's wild as hell. That's so wild. Arthur Smith is built different, and I don't mean that in a good way. That was wild as hell.
Yeah, we had Gainwell open. Third goal, we had Muth open too. But no, let's trust NVS.
Yep.
What has he done for us?
I can't lie. Low-key just let him break the record early in the game and get it out of everyone's head. Yeah, I mean, again, I just wouldn't care, man. Play football. If he gets the record, he gets the record. Good for him. It'll probably get broken by some young pass rusher that's 15 right now. Who cares? But yeah. Denzel Ward, yeah, bro. Second and goal, third and goal, fourth and goal. Game on the line. They threw against Denzel Ward 3 times in a row. Incompletions every time, and that's how the game ended. Against Cleveland of all teams, right? Cleveland is putting a handful of shit players on the field every single moment defensively, right? They have Myles Garrett is amazing, right? But their second best player is Denzel Ward. And yeah, man, they decided that's where we're throwing the ball. Marquez Valdez Scantling, the guy who was on the Seahawks in training camp and did not make the Seahawks. That's who they threw it to.
Like multiple times, doing multiple clutch possessions.
Yes, he did not make the Seahawks. And he was in Kubiak's offense last year in New Orleans, right? No, but you know what it is too is like if you think about Aaron Rodgers, right? And I think this is actually a personal failing of his. When he went to the Jets, what did he do? He brought all his guys with him. Alan Lazard come through, Billy Turner come through, Randall Cobb come through. I'm sorry, but it's like
Devontae Adams
come through. Like that shit shouldn't matter. Like you shouldn't be more capable of playing with guys you've played with before than not. Now again in Pittsburgh, what happens? MVS, this guy who didn't even make the Seahawks, come through. I'm going to throw you the ball. Why is your prior chemistry with these guys? Why does that trump getting the best players in, right? Because I promise you, Alan Lazard and Randall Cobb were not two of the best receivers that they could have on the football field. No, they're just his guys. This guy just likes his guys too much. And yeah, I think it's a personal failing of his. Exactly. He was balling on the Saints last year on a bad team, which we can now identify was just a good player on a bad team getting numbers like Kelly Oubre.
Do you know about the guitar fake that he does?
Big up, Jez. Wait, what was that?
Do you know about the Aaron Rodgers guitar fake that he does?
The guitar what? The guitar fake?
Yeah. Where
No,
fakes the handoff like it's a run, but then runs out to the other side and throws it to the receiver.
I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be live for Sunday Night Football for sure, and maybe Saturday Night Football. So if it's Sunday Night Football for sure, if it's Saturday Night Football, maybe. And if it's the Saturday 4:00 game, maybe I might do both Saturday games. I don't know. I have to figure out what my life schedule looks like, and then I'll figure out my streaming schedule after that.
So you don't know about it?
Well, also I have to see what the football schedule looks like as well tonight, and I think towards the end of the stream we'll know who's playing when.
He's talking about the Rodgers thing.
Oh, true.
I was saying that the schedule isn't out because I checked it like a few minutes ago, and I was saying that it's probably going to come out either tomorrow or Tuesday.
It's gonna be Tuesday.
No, wait, the schedule?
Yeah, for next week.
Nah, dude, it's gonna get finalized tonight because the thing is, if you're playing on Saturday, you have to move your whole. It
has to. Yeah, because Saturday you gotta know.
You have to know
true,
immediately.
yeah.
You have to cut your whole schedule one day short. So they would have to start accommodating that by Monday, like morning. So the schedule is gonna get done tonight. Swift up the middle. Oh.
But what about the Falcons-Rams game if the Falcons beat the Rams?
Well, I mean, it impacts the Rams. Like, it'll probably make them the 6th seed, and then they'd have to go to Philadelphia most likely and try to exercise some demons. McVay is winless against Sirianni head-to-head. And you know what it is, too? If the Rams end up playing Philadelphia on Wild Card Weekend, they're not winning a Super Bowl, by the way. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to lose. They might beat the Eagles. What I'm saying, though, is that playing against this Eagles team, I think on Wild Card Weekend is going to take more out of the Rams than other teams' wins will in the NFC. Like, I just think that if we lose, we'll bite a good chunk out of the Rams, and then that'll make it harder for them to run off 4 games in a row. Ravens don't have a short week. Yes. So to be honest, that's maybe even like a reason that the Ravens could be on Saturday is because they played on Saturday already. So like one team doesn't have to really compromise the same. Who else has a big game next week that played on Saturday? Chargers. Oh, Chargers have a big. Ooh, hold on. Denver played on Thursday. Denver has a nice long rest before that Chargers game. Yeah, I definitely have Denver winning this matchup.
Mm-hmm.
They have the extra rest. They
Then
they already lost, so they're trying to not get swept. They're trying to play for the 1 seed. They have all the things in the world going their way. Texans, you're right. They also have a big game.
Bucks
But
and
they're going to be
Panthers
playing.
have a big game.
They're going to be playing Riley Leonard. Like again, I already talked about it, right? But like in terms of the meaningful game that could go both ways, it's Denver Chargers and it's Ravens Steelers. I think all the other games that mean anything are all pretty one-sided games. And then in the NFC, a lot of one-sided games as well.
Oh yeah, the Bucks Panthers game. That's gonna be a good one.
Today the Hawks allowed only 40 passing yards. Dude, yo, King, you were here. Remember what I said about the Panthers alternating being good and bad?
Yep, and we both said they were going to be bad.
Yeah, this is their bad week. Will, I don't know. I think you asked about the Panthers and I showed you this, bro. They alternate being good and bad, bro. They had a good week against Tampa. This was their bad week. Here the Eagles didn't compare. Bro, this is the second time this year that the Eagles haven't completed a pass in the second half. A second time.
Okay, now that's a red flag.
This is the
At
first
that point, it's a red flag.
but this is what I was talking about, right? Now the thing is, right? Did they not complete a pass because Jalen Hurts and the offense just can't run a play? It's not that. Like the issue is that we go so conservative that it's disrespectful to the other team. Like we didn't complete a pass. We had a good game in the first half. Our offense
Just
had a good
like
game.
us.
Yeah, we had a good game. We just at some point decide that we're gonna do the safest shit in the world, things that are guaranteed to not result in turnovers, and things that every team has seen hundreds of times at this point. Because again, we run these safe ass plays. Like, here's the thing: because we're a good team, right? We find ourselves in a lot of situations when we're up. So a lot of these teams know what's coming. And like I said, it was just so disappointing to see. But I've seen this so many times this year, dude. Like we've played so many half football games. It's so like again, Dallas Cowboys 21-0 in the first half, right? No points in the second half. Tampa Bay Buccaneers 24 points in the first half. We got some points in the second half, but I think that was the other game where we didn't complete a pass. Again, we won both games, by the way. Both games where we didn't complete a pass, we won the game. LA Rams, it was the reverse. We had nothing in the first half. We scored a lot of points in the second half. Denver Broncos, it was happened at the end of the third quarter instead of at halftime, but really good offensive game through 3 quarters. Nothing at all in the fourth quarter. I'm sure there's other games. We just have played a lot of half football games, and Sai talked about it earlier about kind of noticing that hey, if we ever had a good offense, like this defense plays really, really well. Yeah, dude, if our offense ever decided to play 4 full quarters of football, like we'd be a pretty good team. But I just think that the coach is too arrogant. What happened to CMC this year? His longest run is 43 yards. But bro, you know what it is? He's not ripping off these long runs anymore, but he's still really good. He's balling this year. He's just an older back.
I still think he's like top 5, top 10.
Well, yeah, because like, hold on. Let me see the Christian McCaffrey. I'm pretty sure he's on track for 1,000 again.
I think he is, yeah.
Oh, I spelled both his names wrong. That's hilarious. Where is it? Ad blockers on? Go to hell. Yeah, so he has 1,000 rushing yards and he has 849 receiving yards. So he's I don't know how many receiving yards he has today, but he's a candidate to go for 1,000, which is like an unreal thing. Because I think he'll be the first player to do it twice in his career.
You didn't fail Ket at all?
What a dumbass, dude. McCaffrey only has 14 yards in the air today, so he needs some more receiving yards to be to keep pace, but he only needs 151 the rest of the year.
And he's playing the Seahawks and Bears, so he's gonna be in all 4 quarters or 8.
No, you're right. You're right. He's probably not resting any of these games.
Yeah. And he has the playoffs, so he's probably guaranteed to have it.
So if we stick with my prediction for all these games, hold on, let me swing one. Commanders getting the W. Yeah, got the Raiders number 1, Giants and Jets 2 and 3. So New York gets back-to-back picks. Titans 4, Cardinals 5, Browns 6, Commanders 7, Falcons. Remember, guys, that pick belongs to the Rams. Number 8, Saints 9, Dolphins 10, Chiefs 11. Again, the big thing here is I have the Chiefs winning against the Raiders. If they were to lose, they would have the 9th overall pick. In this pick, the Steelers have in this draft. The Steelers have the 18th overall pick. Where is the pack? Oh, the Packers are in the playoffs, of course.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wait, hold on. What do we have happening here? Why are the Niners 12 and 5?
Because we have them being the Bears.
Them winning. Oh, I mean, okay, guys, how do we feel about Seattle and San Francisco? Because I'll say this right now. I've been applying the principle that you have to be head and shoulders above the other team to sweep them. And the Niners won the first game, so if I apply the principle, I have to think about it like, are the Niners so much better than the Seahawks that they beat them twice? And my honest answer is I don't think so. Now, if this wasn't a divisional matchup for the second time, I kind of get the feeling that the Niners are playing better football right now. Because again, the Seahawks had a good game today against the Panthers, but I don't think the world of the Panthers. You know what's funny though? The Niners.
But to be fair, we are literally seeing the same thing happen twice. A Sam Darnold-led team, which vying for the 1 seed, is going to the biggest opponent's game on their turf.
Yeah.
We saw how this happened last year. Do you think it happens again?
Yeah, no, these are valid questions. Oh, Purdy almost caught in the end zone, gets out of there.
Because also, didn't Sam also not have a good game against the Panthers? Didn't he have like a pick or 2?
Well, I know the Seahawks offense looked shit until it didn't, right? Like it was a slow starting game today, and then once they figured it out, they figured it out. Yeah, he had finished 147 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception, fumble lost, right? So not a great game from Sam Darnold. Charbonnet had a hell of a day, but yeah, basically today's offense was the Charbonnet game.
We've seen because there's the Lions, the 2 Rams games. Yes, even though he came back in the second one, he was still not playing well.
Yeah,
and this like we've seen during the end of the season when the lights are bright and the team needs him, he has some that have his struggles.
Again,
I think this Niners team can expose him.
If you look at the Rams game, right? Like the Seahawks defense had a shit day top to bottom, right? Cool. That can happen. Short week, good offense, whatever. Sam Darnold, I don't think he had a good game until maybe 5 minutes to go. He had a good drive in overtime. That Seahawks drive in overtime, Sam Darnold made some big throws. But it was another big game where I don't really know if he showed up until the very end. So yeah, again, in a lot of senses, I would be picking the Niners if this wasn't a divisional matchup. Will is talking about Trent Williams being out. This is valid, right? Trent Williams is huge. If he's out, that'll have a pretty big impact.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. That's a tough call for me. I think I'm probably gonna stick with Seattle just because, again, divisional games are weird, man. Look no further than Browns Steelers. Divisional games are weird.
But I think you also say that, hey, home field advantage is a big thing, and this is at the Niners' home.
Oh, I'll say this: loser of Niners Seahawks has zero chance of winning the Super Bowl. You're not winning 3 road games in a row in the NFC. Like these teams, right? Because again, I mean, I've seen some issues with both teams. It's
What
the
about the
Seahawks
winners?
or the Niners are not running off 3 road wins in a row in the playoffs. No chance. So that's the other thing about this game is like you're talking about you're either the 1 seed that the Super Bowl runs through your city, or in my opinion, you're not winning a Super Bowl. Like that's a huge game.
What? But you know what's the fun? If the Niners do win the Super Bowl, that's gonna look so like it's rigged. 'Cause the Super Bowl's at San Francisco.
I know, and this happened twice back-to-back years with Tampa and the Rams winning their Super Bowls. We have issues on offense. We struggle to get going. Yeah, in that game against the Panthers. But again, like I will say, like, dude, the Panthers are a weird team, man. They don't play bad against good teams. They beat the Rams. They beat the Packers. They almost beat the Chiefs and the Eagles last year. Both games went down to the last second. The 2 Super Bowl teams from last year. The Panthers have a pretty good track record against good teams. Like I don't view that as like a crazy outcome. The same way how when somebody brought up the Panthers beating the Rams, I'm like, I don't look at that as a crazy outcome for the Rams. But my point is also like, did you leave the Panthers game feeling great about the Seahawks? Like, probably not. Did you leave the Rams game feeling great about the Seahawks? Not great about the Seahawks. Like, it's a gutsy win, you know, like you didn't quit, you kept fighting, you found a way to get things going. Hell of a game.
Listen, oh my fucking god, bro. He's gotta have like 130 already.
I know. Crazy first half, dude. Crazy first half. Like, let me look at when the Seahawks last had a game that left us feeling great about them. Seattle Seahawks.
Let's look.
Yeah, okay. Tight game against Phillip Rivers. That did not leave us feeling great, right? Blowout against the Falcons. Some people might identify that game. Oh, beating Max Brosmer. That didn't really do anything for me. Close game against the Titans. Although I will say the Titans got a touchdown end at the end of it to make the score this close. Like maybe it would be this game. But again, the big games you're talking about blowouts against bad teams. Another blowout against a bad team. Maybe it's this one, beating the Texans with their defense, but also maybe this was a part of when Houston. Let me see when this was in Houston's schedule. Houston Texans games. Texans wasn't too bad. Texans, were they back to winning games?
Go up.
Oh, they just gave him Baltimore the belt, and they give Titans. Okay, fine. You know, Texans win.
But what's that not a Baltimore without Lamar?
I think so. You're right.
It was.
But it was still like a pretty heavy belt. Like it was what, 44-0 or something?
Like 44-19.
Beating the Jaguars, that's a good win. Loss against the Bucks.
But that was when we thought Tampa was like that.
Yeah, no, this isn't like. Here's the thing: I'm not talking about bad games. I'm just talking about when's the last, like, what's the great game that Seattle put together? The win against Pittsburgh felt pretty good. Lumen Field makes a big difference. Yeah, and that's the thing. You guys are finishing the year with 2 road games in a row to fight for the right to play home games. But if somehow, some way you lose, you're looking at more road games. So, I mean, that's going to be a ton of road games in a row. 2 to finish the year, and then you'd have to win 3 in a row in the playoffs to make the Super Bowl. So,
and basically 4 in a row. If they want to win the Super Bowl, they got to do it at the 49ers home.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, these are things to watch for sure, man. I think the Super Bowl conversation is going to be interesting. So we're going to take a quick pivot from like looking at things generally, big picture, to just do some game recaps. And a lot of these are going to be really quick because a lot of the games kind of don't mean anything. Cowboys Commanders, not much to take away here other than it was funny to see Dallas in a rock fight with Josh Johnson. But yeah, not much to take away from here. Dallas wins to mess their draft pickup. I would have preferred if Washington won to mess their draft pickup. But this was early on Christmas, and people probably didn't watch this, and for good reason. This matchup was
Oh, I didn't watch any Thursday games. I'm not gonna lie.
facts.
I
Lions
watched.
Vikings. I didn't watch much of this either, and there's not much to say about the Vikings offensively. What I will say though is that the Lions' 6 turnovers is crazy because they turned it over 5 times against Washington in the playoffs, but at least it's Washington, like it's a playoff team. Washington was playing good, whatever. They turned it over 5 times against Houston last year. Houston's sick, so that doesn't mean anything at all to me. But yo, turning it over 6 times to Max Brosmer's Vikings, like this game is why the Eagles play the way they play, right? Because the Vikings finished with what 40 yards of offense. The Vikings could not move the ball. The Lions, all they had to do was next to nothing, bro. If they
Oh,
just
and this
didn't,
game also proves that last week was on the Steelers, was not on the refs, it was on themselves. Because this is
who are
what
you
you
talking
put
about?
out. Oh, this game proved for the Lions that hey, you didn't lose to the Steelers because of the refs, you lost because of yourselves.
Yes, the Lions are not good enough, bro. 6 turnovers to Brian Flores' defense. Like all they needed to do to win the game was maybe turn it over 3 times instead, right? But no, they had to turn it over 6 times, dude. That is like this is what I mean. Like have the Lions had some good moments post Ben Johnson? Sure. But like they have some fundamental issues as an offense at this point cuz this is just not acceptable, bro. I've seen your offense turn it over 5+ times, 3 times in the last year and a half. That's not cool. That's not cool.
I've seen this offense get held to 20 yards for a half. 20 yards?
Crazy, dude. They have a lot to figure out in the offseason.
Um,
Go ahead.
I wanted to say that I watched part of each game on Christmas. I didn't
Yeah,
watch the whole thing because I knew that they were all like bad
yeah,
games.
because
I
it's
like
Christmas.
watched like part of them. I mean, you could say for the Cowboys game, I barely like watched any of it. I just had it on in the background because I had some family come over. And then I didn't watch the Lions Vikings game until like the end of the fourth quarter, and then the Broncos Chiefs I just watched till halftime. So like it
Yeah.
was like and
Also, I was not fucking with trying to be on Netflix. No.
yeah, I know.
I hear that, bro. I hear that.
Yeah, that's why I got the Stream East so I can stream every single game without having to buy all the apps.
Okay,
And
so the last game was interesting for a different reason. Broncos Chiefs. The reason this was interesting is because the Broncos were in a rock fight with Chris
Yo, this
Olave.
is proving my hate watch of them.
Yo,
Like, my hate of them is just getting more and more valid.
their defense is sick. Their offense is trash. Like their offense is going to keep them in every single game. It doesn't matter who they play in the playoffs. Every single Denver game will be a close game. And again, it's because of their defense, right? Their defense is going to keep the other team scoring low. Their own offense is going to keep themselves from scoring a lot of points. So they're going to be in low scoring games in the playoffs. The Broncos are not going to blow anybody out. Technically, anybody can beat Denver just because you just have to navigate the close game better than they do. But yeah, man, like this was legitimately a game.
wasn't the half
Go ahead.
Wasn't the halftime score 6-7?
It was a meme. To close the year out. Yeah, man, like Bo Nix, again, it was kind of similar to the Detroit game. And again, turnovers are so big in the NFL. The Broncos still had, despite their offense, had a lot more yards than the Chiefs. I think Bo Nix threw 2 picks. I think that was what happened. But that's what,
Mo picks happen.
Mo picks happen, man. So that's why this game ended up being close. But again, man, like you're talking about a 3rd string quarterback that has like minimal NFL experience with this defense. Like this was supposed to be a belt game, and it wasn't. So just something to keep in mind with Denver, man. Like they are.
This is why when you were like, "Oh, Patriots are the most fraudulent," I was like, "No, it's Denver. It's 100% Denver."
I'm definitely hearing it, dude. Like again, they're going to be in every single playoff game they're a part of. That offense stinks. On Saturday, we had Texans Chargers. I kind of talked about this game already, so I mean, if you were there, you're probably going to hear me restate a lot of what I already said. But again, this was, I think, a very good example of just who Houston is, man. Like, their defense is going to give the other team hell. Their pass rushers are going to harass the other team's quarterback. And the question is just going to be, can their subpar offense just get enough points on the board? They scored 14 points on 2 long touchdowns in the first 6 minutes of this game, and they went on to score 6 points for the rest of the game. CJ Stroud had a couple bad picks. Like, the offense, again, if you could just erase the first 6 minutes, the offense had a shit game. And that's fair because, well, they're kind of a shit offense at times. But, 14 points, that was enough. That was enough to get the job done to start the game. So this is going to be the story of the Houston Texans. When they're in these playoff games, I think their offense has a higher upside than Denver, but that's just going to be what it is. Their defense is going to give teams hell. And the question is going to be, can they get to 20-ish points somehow, some way, by hook or by crook? And if they can, they're going to win a lot of games. If they don't, then they won't. It's as simple as that for me.
Okay, so they just I did the 13-12. That was the score
Of Bills Eagles?
Yes, 13-12.
Yeah.
Holy, I didn't know it was that low.
Bro, Eagles were up 13-0 at halftime. No, I think it was 10-0. But yeah, man, they went up 13-0, and then they just decided, because, bro, it was a shutout. I think the Bills scored their first points with like 6 minutes to go. The defense was pitching a shutout, and the offense just decided, guess what? We're just going to not turn it over and make the Bills try to win the game. And I will say this. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save this for when we talk about that game. Bro, the Bills had some insane shit happen. The pass interference was a fluke. Like, and I'm not here to complain about the referees. I'm just going to say, like, when you get a call you're not supposed to get, that's a fluke. The catch that Shavers got, a jump ball on Quinyon Mitchell, that was a fluke. Brandon Cooks catching the ball off, like, his own helmet. No, Shavers did that. Brandon Cooks making that crazy catch on Epps. Bro, like, these things in most cases are not happening. The Bills had to have a lot happen for them to make that comeback at the end. That being said, the Eagles had no business leaving the Bills in the game for that long. We'll talk about that, though. My guy here, I believe this is our Chargers fan, says Dicker is a bum. So in this game, against this Houston defense, and I think this is something you're going to have to keep in mind, 4 points were counted. 4 points were not put on the board because Dicker missed a field goal and an extra point, which is incredibly rare for Cameron Dicker. But yeah, that was the difference, right? You need every point you can get against Houston. And if your kicker is going to show up and kick like shit, you're probably going to regret that against Houston. That being said, Dicker obviously is literally, I think, statistically the most accurate kicker of all time. I don't think you have to worry about him long term. But yeah, that was a big story of this game. And then the other game, which Ravens fan is definitely going to talk to you a lot about. And I do believe it was 41-24, which is why I was confused about the score you put in the chat. Initially, I'm just gonna double check this right now. Yeah, 41-24. Yo, this game, a hilarious day for both the defenses. They both played like shit. This was a day of offenses and a day of backup quarterbacks, man. Huntley and Malik Willis both played well. Malik Willis somebody is gonna make a crazy decision about him in the offseason. Like that's coming for sure. Man, Derrick Henry, man of the hour, 36 carries, 4 touchdowns. If you had Derrick Henry in fantasy, you were a happy person for sure. That motherfucker.
If you faced him against Derrick Henry, I'm so sorry for you.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I'll talk about this later. But basically, I faced Derrick Henry in a 3rd place matchup, and I still gave the person belt. Which when you have that kind of day in a 3rd place matchup, you can't help but look at the championship matchup and think, what could have happened if I was in the championship, which is what I was thinking. And it looked bad because I would have given belt to both people in the championship.
2 things before I gotta head out. One, I just want to say the Falcons are wearing the alternate uniforms for the Rams game on Monday.
The same ones they wore against Tampa.
Yeah, and I looked at their record of them wearing their uniforms since they brought it back.
Yeah.
And it says they're 14-3, which is a playoff team. So I think they could probably figure out how to win by wearing those uniforms. And it would be cool if they could bring him back because they could probably win more games with him.
Uniform analytics. Let's go.
Yeah, and then also, if I don't see you on the next stream, Happy New Year.
Hey man, Happy New Year, buddy.
Goodbye.
Take care, bro. Yeah, man. Ravens, hell of a day. Their offense, again, Todd Monken, he earned my respect. That was a hell of a game plan. That was a great execution. The play calling was on point. Oddly enough, dude, this game was for a backup quarterback. If you run this kind of game plan with Lamar, you're probably having a good day offensively. What a day for their offense. Again, I'm not going to say much about both defenses because truthfully, not much needs to be said, bro. Embarrassing stuff from both defenses, but man, Malik Willis is gonna get a contract. He's gonna be a free agent, and somebody is gonna make a bad decision about him. I already see that coming. Before this game starts up, man, Buccaneers Dolphins, a battle of Florida teams. Buccaneers lost to Quinn Ewers, man. 1-7 down the stretch, getting healthier. The Buccaneers look like they suck right now. I have a hard time imagining that this team has any confidence going into this Panthers game. And I do think the Panthers are going to get it done. But, dude, like, this is embarrassing. And I think Todd Bowles has found a way to put himself in a position where you have to question whether he should be the coach next year. And it's bigger than just the team falling off and having a bad record. Look at Baker Mayfield, right? This guy was great when you had who's the guy who's coaching the Panthers right now? I forget his name. Canales. You had Dave Canales, a great offensive mind. What was the result? Baker played great football, right? You then have Liam Cohen, somebody else who leaves for a job. Great offensive mind. You have good football from Baker Mayfield. Now they have, I don't know if you guys remember, but Liam Cohen took his job really, really late in the offseason, which means that when the Bucs had to get their OC, they were pretty late in the schedule, and a lot of great OC candidates had already taken jobs. So they kind of were left with no options other than promoting a guy internally, Josh Grizzard, which is probably somebody who wouldn't be a candidate for anybody else's offensive coordinator jobs. You kind of just had to promote from within. And the result is that Baker's and the Bucs offense just isn't having the same year. So, you have to think about it this way. Like, if my defensive coach is getting in the way of me having a great coach for my quarterback, right? A great offensive mind for my quarterback, what is this guy doing to make it worthwhile? Make it worth our while? Is the defense really, really good? Like his main unit? Is the team really, really well coached? And my answer is no, dude. The Bucs defense is not good enough. The Bucs are not well coached, well coached enough as a team. So this is the thing you have to look at is you have to think about who you've lost with Dave Canales and Liam Cohen and prioritize getting one of those guys as your head coach so that they don't have to leave. It's going to mean you get the best out of Baker Mayfield. But yeah, man, horrible stuff from the Bucs and from the Dolphins standpoint. Like, one thing I'll say about Mike McDaniel is that I don't think he's fit to be a head coach, but I think it's because of his own philosophies not being great for sustainable winning. What I will say though is that his team has not given up on him. The Dolphins have not quit on him. They've not stopped playing for him. I don't know if maybe a few more years as an offensive coordinator could maybe give him the experience he needs. But I kind of get the idea that he has the interpersonal parts of coaching down pretty well. Because to have a team that's this bad still fighting for you, I think says something. So, man, Mike McDaniel, maybe in 2030, could be a good head coach. But we'll see. Caleb hands it off to Manungai, stuffed in the backfield. I said F fantasy, making the playoffs is more important. I hear that.
Well, is it though?
What did they say?
Making the playoffs. Is it though? Because at the end of the day,
oh, I get what you're
you're
saying.
still the same team, yeah.
Yeah, you're still not winning a Super Bowl. And you know what the thing is? I'll put it this way. Oh, King, I have a great question. Ravens fan, you can answer this as well. If if you could look at a crystal ball and see that the winner of this Week 18 matchup is going to lose in the wild card round, but the loser is going to have their coach fired, what would you rather have happen?
Lose because it's worse for us than it is the Ravens.
Yeah, so you'd
Yes,
rather have the loss.
Ravens fire Harbaugh, but the Ravens can also say, "Well, we lost Lamar." For us, we were supposed to have the division locked long ago. The
Yeah.
fact that we still kept the Ravens this close, we shouldn't really even have it.
Yeah. Ravens fan says win. Okay, interesting. Like just a way to gauge how people feel about their coach, because I know both teams. Generally, heard a lot from both these fan bases about wanting to upgrade the coaching. So interesting way to take stock in how you guys feel. Caleb rolls left, tons of space, finds Luther Burden, who stumbles down to the 3-yard line, and the Bears look like they're about to tie this game up. Man, what a game. If you're a neutral who kind of doesn't really care, like me, what a game of football. If you're a fan of either of these teams, this is probably a very stressful watch. Zach Orr needs to go. This is true. This is true. First and goal. Hand off to Manungai, who gets smacked at the 2. Okay, King, when I'm done the recaps, I'm going to try to see which layup has the biggest chances of not panning out. Oh, what's good? We got General in here, dude. I got to hear about your thoughts about Saturday. I got to hear it.
What do you mean biggest layups?
Like the games that I was taking for granted, right? So like Patriots beating the Dolphins, Jets losing to the Bills, Jaguars beating the Titans, who else? Texans beating the Colts. Like those games that I just took for granted, like this is just going to happen, right? Oh, Rams beating the Cardinals. Like trying to find which game is most likely to not pan out that way.
Oh, okay.
We're going to find that out before the end of the stream.
I think General's in.
Man says his name is Santa Alam. Yo, that's a lit name. What's the inspiration?
Because you are always giving us quality content, I don't know.
Hey, I appreciate that, dog.
Yeah, but Merry Christmas. I'm belated in a way. Like Merry Christmas.
Belated Merry Christmas to everybody in here too.
Is it? It's the 28th for you guys, right? 28th?
Yep, still the 28th.
Yeah.
We're like 2 days away from New Year's Eve.
Yeah, I'll be streaming Raptors Nuggets on New Year's Eve on my basketball channel, and then I'll definitely see you guys.
Wait, what time's that game?
7:30 Eastern.
Oh God, damn it! The same time as Miami, Ohio State.
Wait, oh, it is. You're right. Damn, yo, I might have to do a double stream. That might be the channel's first double stream.
You gotta, cause I'm not gonna lie, I'm watching that game.
No,
I don't think I could get a Nuggets game because of the stupid
I'm thinking
blackout.
about it, right? I could stream to both channels. I could title the stream on both channels differently, and I could just see how that works. Because I was figuring at some point in life I'll probably have to do that. Yeah, what a game, dude! That's gonna. Oh, Miami Ohio State's gonna be a lot of fun. So here's the thing: it's either gonna be a lot of fun or it's gonna be belt to ass for Ohio State. Like as in they're gonna have a blow up.
Yeah, either Miami is actually legit or they're taking belt. There's no in between.
Well, I mean, I left that game not feeling the best about their offense, but like I thought Ruben Bain balled, and he balled after talking shit too. So like that gets a different kind of respect from me.
I was watching the the Pop Tarts bowl the other day.
Which game?
The Pop Tarts.
Oh yeah, the Pop Tart Bowl. Yo, that's a
Oh,
classic,
yo, that game was cinema.
classic bowl. But also because of the post game shenanigans, bro. Classic bowl game.
Wait, speaking of
Man,
post
and Notre
game,
Dame was just too good for it. Fuck them. Nine. You know what? I'm not. No, Notice gonna give me hot. I'm not gonna talk about them.
Oh man. Okay. Quickly jumping back into game recaps. Patriots Jets. Okay.
actually, no. You can start with me first.
What's that?
You can start with the Chargers first, cause like,
Oh, actually, I already went through the Chargers game. But if you have more to say, I'll put the banner back up. Go ahead.
yeah, I mean, actually, it's actually giving me more optimism rather than pessimism. Cause like, if we should have won that game, and we were expected to be, belt to ass. Like, we were pretty close, I'd say.
Well, you know what I'll say is like I think it's a really tough position to try to play against that defense after giving up 14 points quickly. So I think you guys actually navigated the game okay from that point onwards. But I think obviously just giving up 14 points in the first 6 minutes of any game kind of fucks you over, but especially against a defense that good. I thought you guys held Stroud in check, right? 2 interceptions, and one of them was horrible. At the end of the day, Dicker, who almost never misses kicks, missed 2 kicks to lose 4 points in a 4-point game. Like, I'm not really too mad at how the Chargers played. It's just you can't be having that happen, especially because the Texans took advantage of the same flaw or like weakness in the Chargers defense twice. They play a lot of quarters coverage, and deep posts are like the solution to quarters coverage. Now, obviously, it's not like something every single team in the NFL can just do, right? It's not like the Chargers just give up deep post touchdowns every single game. But the Texans showed that they can exploit it. They did. They forced an adjustment, and once the adjustment happened, the Texans offense struggled. Not the worst game.
Yeah, I mean,
But
like, when Dicker, started missing, it was
yeah,
like, yeah, it's not one of the best days. Like, we're
yeah,
not gonna. And obviously, like, I mean, I was kind of annoyed by the broadcast because, like, they were just panning into Omari Gadsden the whole game. Like, they were just doing that. Like, it was like abuse.
yeah.
But
You guys spammed Amari Hampton a lot, and as somebody who has him in fantasy, I'm not mad about
I mean, Omari Gadsden, like, the broadcast, like, they were just putting it into his face.
it. Oh yeah, the tight end, right?
Yeah. I mean, it
Also,
was
I think
like,
I hear my own echo in the background of your stream.
uh, is it alright now? Yeah.
I think so. Yeah, I don't hear myself anymore.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. Oh, good. Oh, good.
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
But before that, shout out to Sarcasm TV for the raid.
Oh yeah, what the hell? Shout out to the sarcasm
So
citizens, man.
you guys were talking about Chelsea, and we will talk about Chelsea a bit today. What the hell happened, Alan?
Uh okay, I hear myself again. But also, real quick, okay, because I just realized we have a football crowd dropping in. I'll let everybody pour in. But yeah, Chelsea. The thing is like the issue isn't new, right? I've seen a ton of Chelsea games where the other team sits back. Chelsea has opportunities. They have a lot of the ball. They don't actually put the other team to the sword. And before you know it, the other team has kind of, a couple counterattacks. They start to get some momentum. They start to feel good about themselves, and a couple goals go in. I've seen that happen a lot of times. So that part isn't new. I'll just say, like, the concerning part isn't that something that happened again, because I know we don't have the wingers to to do well against the low blocks. The issue is the fact that why do we not have the wingers to go against low blocks? Like, how often do you have to not have something before you figure out how to get it, right? So The talent ID when it comes to wingers looks pretty horrible, and until that changes, like you'll probably see more of this. But yeah, that's quick European football talk for anybody who just poured into the to the stream because Jen will had some questions. This is typically not a place where we talk about that football. We normally talk about American football. This is an American football channel. This is Emotion Football, where we watch a lot of football and we talk about it too. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel while you're here. Shout out to Flawless as always. NBA stuff is picking up, so you'll probably see me at Sarcasm City for the basketball content at some point. But yeah, if you're here, you want to hang out for the next, let's say, hour and 10 minutes. We're gonna. It looks like we have a great football game on our hands.
Oh yeah, like just going back to the Chargers game, like
Yeah.
I guess it's very rare for me in this time of the year because like it's nearly the post season, but like I'm I'm keeping optimistic. Like I'd say like it's better to have these kind of games now rather than in the playoffs.
Mhm.
Is it
But yeah,
though?
like
Because it's very close to the playoffs.
yeah. And
So I would say the fact that it's close to the playoffs decreases your chances of like finding the solution. What I will say though is it's obviously definitely better to lose a game now than in the playoffs because you do have at least another chance to correct it. But yeah, like at this point, if a team has issues, I'm just gonna assume that they're gonna have it. That being said, like something that I want people to keep in mind, right? Like this time last year, still people were not really looking at the Eagles as contenders, right? Like they were looking at them as a good team, but not contenders. And I'll say this: the Eagles played their best two games in the championship game and the Super Bowl, right? Like they are a team that literally got better up until the very end of their year. But it's just like that's rare. Like that's not normal or something you should expect to happen. It's possible, but the chances are is you probably are who you are. That being said, we saw the Chargers adjust mid-game, right? Like mid-game, they shut down the issue of the deep posts. So, I mean, yeah, we'll see if that happens to them again.
also like probably the thing that won it is we just couldn't get our rushing offense going. Like
Yeah.
it was not good.
But yeah, shout out to GSC. Um, I mean, that being said, bro, Houston's defense is really good, man. Like,
Yeah.
it's really good. There's no shame in struggling to figure that out.
I mean, like I feel like we could have like ran some quarterback uh, run offense.
Yeah.
It's like it was like that kind of the game, like your running back is not getting it done. Why not try,
Yeah.
Herbert like run the ball? Like,
Well, a good thing is we're gonna see pretty quickly how they fare against another pretty good defense, right? They get
is it
Denver
is it
next week.
a Thursday night game or
The schedule isn't out, but there's gonna be two Saturday games and a one Sunday night game. I think the chances are is it's not going to be one of those games because there's three pretty big standalone games. I think that's
yeah
going to be Sunday at 4
yeah.
Eastern.
Looks like the Niners about to score again.
Yeah.
And it should be us against the Patriots first week, unless
Yeah.
something else happens.
Unless you win, and then at that point, it's probably going to be you guys against Denver again. We were actually talking about this. If you beat Denver, the overwhelming likelihood is that you play them in Denver immediately again next week. So,
Nah.
yeah.
If you win next week, yeah, you play them
Ah,
2 weeks in a
right.
row.
Yeah. I mean, the Patriots are not gonna lose, right?
Yeah. So we
No.
worked it out here, right? And I'll flip that game. If the Chargers win, then this is what happens, right? The Broncos are a
No,
three
we
seed, and the
we have the Jaguars. Oh no. Hmm?
No, that's the Bills. You'll
No,
be the 6th seed
so this is the thing, bro. The Jaguars actually jump Denver in this situation. So
because they have the tiebreaker.
actually, like speaking of the Jaguars, I just want to say like props to them. It's like they won against the whole division this year. They beat the Chiefs. They beat the Broncos. They beat the Chargers. Like, what the
Oh shit,
hell?
they did. They did. They actually beat the entire division.
I mean,
Damn,
everyone's beating the Raiders, so you can't really say
that's
It's
true.
anything
That's true.
about that.
it's like what happened when there was Saxonville. When there was Saxonville, they beat the whole AFC North.
Yeah, and I mean, I at the end of the day, like the AFC West is a pretty impressive division, right? The Bears ran a train on the NFC East. Just nobody cares about the NFC East like that, right? So it's not the same.
Oh, actually, I got a question for King.
Yeah.
King, right now, like this current form, do you think the Steelers are better than the Panthers?
Do I think the Steelers are better than the
That's a tough question. That's a weird, like that's a two weird teams to compare. But
Yeah, these are two
what?
weird. All right, are we talking about? Are we comparing good day to good day, bad day to good? Okay, what's our situation here? Because I think a Steelers good day is better than a Panthers good day.
Yo, no way, no
Oh
way,
my god!
bro. The type of belt that he's handing to this Bears defense right now is crazy.
If he hit it the doggy,
The stiffest Dougie ever, but a Dougie nonetheless. That was cold, dude. If like, oh man, see, here's the thing, right? Can people replicate what the Niners do? And necessarily, like, it's not guaranteed. This is some pretty disgusting tape to put on film for the Bears defense. Like this offense, this Niners offense has given out some insane belt these last two games against the Colts and the Bears. Yo, if I'm
okay,
Seattle,
and yo, and who caught this ball? Who caught the ball and made me think like, yo, Kyle Juszczyk is such an underrated player, man. I saw when he blocked that play so Kristen could get his touchdown. Yo, Kyle Juszczyk is such a good player. He is carrying the fullback position.
well, yeah, he's like the only fullback that can do a little bit of everything, like can take a carry here and there, can catch the ball, can block, can line up at tight end. Very interesting player. Like, one of the first players that what's his name? Shanahan wanted on the Niners when he got that job. Is there any other games you guys want to talk about before I bring us back to the recaps?
Uh,
I'll jump right back into it.
yeah,
Patriots.
just go back. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, like again, generational belt. The Jets have one last game to get an interception, but I think they're gonna walk into like the Lions' den with this matchup tomorrow or next week against the Bills. Jets are really, really bad. Brady Cook, obviously third string quarterback, so you don't expect much from them. But the way their defense got smacked around, Drake May only had 2 incompletions and obviously had more than 2 touchdowns. So more touchdowns than incompletions. The Patriots had an amazing day. They just beat Baltimore, so it's not even like they were coming off a loss and were just angry at somebody. Like they actually just played amazing football. So again, it's gonna take until the playoffs for people to really buy into the Patriots being good. But dude, great, great, great game from them. They're not like a so-so team, kind of just eking by some of these bad teams. Like this was, they treated a bad team the way great teams treat bad teams. So we'll see how they fare in the playoffs. Next game is Steelers Browns. So obviously King is here and he's talked about this game kind of already.
This
So
fuck ass team, man. This fuck ass team. It pisses me off.
what I will say though is that like between DK Metcalf being out and Myles Garrett being the focus of their offense, like they really made the Browns' job much easier than it had to be. Man, like the Steelers only scoring 6 points makes absolutely no sense. But if you factor the fact that again, like they didn't have to worry about DK, and Cleveland's defense had probably like think about it, right? If there's 2 guys on Myles Garrett on every single play, and Rodgers isn't a rushing threat, that's so many defenders to defend Steelers receivers. And again, there's no great Steelers receiver without DK. So it's just one of those things, man. Like I think the Steelers' approach to this game was wrong. I cannot believe like it's not like the Browns had a good day offensively, dude. Shador had a couple throws here and there. He managed the game okay, but all he kind of was there to
He
do was
got
not make
one
mistakes.
lucky city ass touchdown pass.
Yeah, dude, like he just managed the game well, like, and he tried to not make mistakes, which he still did, by the way, because that pick was horrible. But like, but they didn't ask him to do much. They didn't have much of a running game. Like, not much went down, bro. The Browns didn't even have to play a great game. They just held you to 6 points, and that's all it took. Like, I can't believe it was that simple. But dude, what's his name? Um, Mike Tomlin and this Steelers coaching staff, just not it. It's just not it.
Yeah,
Yeah, King, I'll let you go
fuck
crazy.
Arthur Smith. I knew since Atlanta he was bad, and he's just proven it every single week. Yo, you tried to hype me up on Arthur Smith too. I said, nah, this is a bad signing.
Nah, for sure, bro. I definitely thought, like, I thought he cooked as a Tennessee offensive coordinator, and I'm like, you know what? He might be fine as an offensive coordinator, but evidently not, dude. Evidently not.
Let's not forget, the past is the past for a reason.
Also, right, like, sometimes it takes something like this for you to properly understand the past. We can just now officially, like, look at that Tennessee team and be like, yo, that was all Mike Vrabel. That was all Mike Vrabel, dude. Caleb, play action with
It's 10.
Alright, guys. I just want to say again, Merry Christmas. And I just tried washing my hands, and the water is so hot.
damn, fam, like cool your water down, I guess. I don't know. First
No,
world
it's
problems.
not. It switched to cold water, but the weather is hot. It's like 35 degrees.
Damn. Damn, fair enough, man. Survive in the heat. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I'll see you later, I guess.
Nah, I'm just gonna eat for now. Actually, I didn't watch any of the Sunday games because like
Oh, bro,
I
I
was
thought you were leaving. My bad.
no. Yeah, I was pretty hammered last night. I was drinking. So. Nah, I needed to drink now because like I'm working like New Year's Eve, New Year day.
Oh yeah, you got to get your drinking in now.
I'm
Is
like I'm working New Year's Eve night and then I'm working New Year's Day morning. Oh,
it 4th and 8th? That was third down.
Wait, no, that's 3rd and 8.
That
That
was
was
second.
second
Okay, it's
round.
3rd and 8 now.
Yeah.
Man said W Browns. Tomlin when he reaches 9 wins. Yeah, man, he got his 9 wins, and then that was that. Hey man, big up CPre. I'll let you know about the third and the fourth. I'll let you know. I might not be, but I still have to figure it out. Fuck this ownership, yeah, man. The state of the wingers, man, disaster. Bears having that 1 in 10 years good season that they have. Damn, man. Man said this is their Jay Cutler NFC Championship year or their Mitch Trubisky double doink year.
speaking
Yeah,
of
they do
others,
have that 1 year here and there.
Yeah, they do. Oh, god damn, it was offside.
Um,
Adam, have you been watching some Raptors games?
Here and there. I mean, I missed the Wizards game, but that made me feel like, damn, I should probably stop watching Raptors games. And then they had a hell of a game today against the Warriors. Like, I don't know if you guys know what happened, but yeah, I don't know if you guys know what happened, but they were down 7 with a minute and a half to go, and they forced overtime and then won by 14, which means they swung the game by 21 points in the last 6.5 minutes of the game. Like, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, it
No,
was a
but
really
wait,
weird.
what happened against the Wizards?
I have
That
no
makes it
idea, dude. Like, I just think they showed up and decided, like, we don't have to play defense. It's the Washington Wizards. And the Wizards said, aha, here's 138 points. Like, weird. Like,
138 points.
they dropped 138 points on us, bro. I don't even know how it's possible. That was fucking wild. So I mean, it is what it is. At least we beat the Warriors, but that shit was wild. You just
Was
never know
Jimmy
what you're gonna
playing?
get with the Raptors.
Was Jimmy playing?
Was who playing
Jimmy.
for the Warriors? Let me see. I know Steph dropped 40, but it wasn't enough because his teammates are ass.
So maybe the Thunder aren't all that this year.
I think the Spurs just might be their kryptonite. It's interesting, very interesting head to head. That
You know
rivalry
what
is
really
gonna be
annoys me
awesome.
about that situation? Everyone, it's like I was listening to some Bucks podcast, right? And they were like, after the Thunder, like they started losing, they were like,
Yeah.
the Thunder really needs Giannis now. We're gonna get the best in a package. Like, bro, I'm pretty sure they're gonna figure it out. Like,
No, of course they're gonna figure it out. Like they have too much talent to not figure it out. Like if anything, right? It's kind of not great for the Spurs that they did this so early in the year because the Thunder have time and the trade deadline to figure this out, right? If this happened in like let's say March, I think that would be like scarier for the Thunder. But the fact that this happened early, um, Sam
But
Presti has all the
also, the
yeah.
Thunder are like 5-4 against actual good teams.
Who are you qualifying as the actual good teams?
Uh, I forgot what the stat was. Like, base top four seeded teams, like 5-4 against them.
Uh, yeah, I
Uh,
mean,
the Wolves and then the Spurs 3 times.
oh yeah, they lost against the Wolves as well. Yeah, the Wolves loss is more just like that's not a great loss, but also like a team is allowed one not great loss.
I mean, the
I'm
thing with the
okay.
Wolves, is like, you just if you like shut down. Ant,
Hold on. They're going for it on fourth down, 4th and 5
Wait,
in the Bears game.
but yeah, hold up. No spoilers. Five,
Yep,
four,
they're
three,
blitz.
two.
Oh shit! Colston Loveland slant gets the first down, and we're gonna get to the end of the third quarter.
Third quarter.
The Bears.
Also, we're around the same time, so that's great.
Yep, the Bears know they cannot be kicking field goals in a game like this. The Niners have been getting buckets offensively. The Bears know they have to keep pace. 35-28. Again, if you needed fantasy points from this game, congrats. What a game for a neutral.
yeah, I just realized all of this scoring has been touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, so that's the other thing too, is that like if they're 5-4 against good teams, then like if you take the Spurs out, they're 5-1 against non-Spurs good teams. Like it all boils down to like the fact that the Spurs are a bad matchup for them. And we'll see if they can figure it out. If there's multiple beating us, but it's only the Spurs and the T Wolves, I'm good. We did lose to the T Wolves last season too, to be fair. Okay, I hear it. I hear it. Anything else for Steelers Browns?
I mean, well, like,
I don't think so.
uh,
Cardinals.
yeah,
Right.
actually, one. How did Kenneth
God damn it,
Gainwell
Denwell.
play?
How
How
did
did
what?
Kenneth Gainwell play?
Who?
Kenneth Gainwell.
Kenneth Gainwell. How did he play? I don't think he had the best game.
The problem was, like, he had a decent game. Warren did have, like, more rushing. But the
38
problem
yards on
is,
10
like,
touches.
it's no play calling, man. It's Arthur Smith, and it's conservative like the Eagles, but we're not talented like the Eagles.
Right. Gainwell had 10 touches for 38 yards, so not the best game. But yeah, Cardinals, Bengals. Not much to say about this, but the Bengals are definitely going out. They're finishing the year off on a heater offensively. Like, scored a ton of points against Miami, scored a ton of points against the Cardinals. We'll see if they score a ton of points on the Browns. Not that they're beating up on good teams or anything, but going into the offseason with some momentum. Only thing I have to say about the Cardinals is that like I think Michael Wilson might actually be good, which I didn't expect. I thought that this may have just been a fluke, but like the guy looks like actually a good receiver. So good for them. Saints Titans. This was actually a bit of a comeback win for the Saints. I think they went down like 10-0 or 13-0 or something. But yeah, Saints now 4 in a row or maybe 5. Yeah, 4 wins in a row now. Going to a ton of momentum going into Week 18 against Atlanta. Cam Ward Cam Ward, like, you know what's funny? Like, he's better than Will Levis, but he has the spirit of Will Levis. You know, like that guy does some hilarious shit. He makes some great plays, but he does some hilarious shit turning the ball over. Like, they need that to not happen. DeAndre Swift, oh my God, up the middle, houses it, touchdown.
All right, you're a little bit ahead because
35-34, extra point pending to tie the game. What a game, dude. I think he has 2 touchdowns on the day now, man. Shout out to DeAndre Swift doing numbers on my fantasy team that doesn't need it. Oh, yeah. So here's my thing that happened in fantasy, bro, right? You know the suffering from success team?
Yep.
It lost in the semifinals. You know why it lost in the semifinals?
Damn, why?
Because Mahomes tore his ACL, and that was my quarterback. And my issue is bro,
That's right. Oh my God.
Because Mahomes was my quarterback, I never really stacked my quarterback position because I'm like, first of all, I have Mahomes. Second of all, he's always healthy. So you know who my backup quarterback was? Jackson Dart. You know how many fantasy points Jackson Dart got me in the semifinals?
Fuck all 0.
1 point, brother. You know how many
What?
points?
Did he not play a bad team too?
Bro, he played the Vikings and he got his first completed pass at the 2-minute warning before halftime. He did fuck all against the Vikings. Here's the problem. I lost that matchup by 11 points. So all I needed was 12 points for my quarterback, which is a bad day, bro. If I got a normal bad day from Jackson Dart, who, by the way, got 25 points today, right? If I got a normal bad day from Jackson Dart, I'm in the finals. You know what would have happened in the finals? Let me look at this matchup real quick. If I was in the finals, I would have dropped 170 on the guy who in the other guy has 130. I would have given belt in the finals if Jackson Dart just didn't get 0 points. But honestly,
dang,
it's
my guy actually ruined your fantasy.
Him and Mahomes, dog. But it's a lesson learned about the positions in Dynasty. Because if people who aren't familiar with Dynasty, like Dynasty rosters are huge. So like, bro, there was no free agent quarterbacks. Like I remember looking at the free agent quarterback. Like I'll look at the free agent quarterbacks right now, right? Who are the quarterbacks in free agency? Available quarterbacks. Bro, I could have added Phillip Rivers, Quinn Ewers, or Kirk Cousins. Those were my options. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going with Jackson Dart. And that motherfucker ended my season and cost me a chip. So as much as that, again, you know, I don't regret starting him because he scored 25 to this week. Like Jackson Dart can go off and he has a ton of big fantasy days. But this motherfucker Mahomes just had to tear. If he tore his ACL 1 week later, bro, I just needed 1 more week of Mahomes. This fucking guy, man.
Oh my God, he was gonna play the Titans. You know he would have had 40.
You know how much money we put into this dynasty league too? It's like $100 a person, bro. I would have got like $800. I would have got like $800 and a chip in a year. I was trying to tank. You know how iconic that would have been? And it all got fucked up by the fucking chubby Mormon quarterback in New York.
But you messed the up. You know what? Whatever.
Yeah, I just want to talk about that. Like, what's happening in Giants, bro?
Dude, they unfortunately Vegas just out tanked them, man. The Vegas out tanked them.
No, I just mean like long term. Just like that.
Yeah.
That is too talented to be that crap.
I mean, yeah, coaching obviously has been a problem, and like you say, they're too talented to be that crap. but it's
Brian
not
Day.
like. Go ahead.
No, I mean like since Brian Dable left, they've just gone worse.
Yeah, because I mean, surprise, surprise, you don't have a coach, right? That's why firing coaches mid-year is kind of not a great idea unless the
I
players
mean,
hate the coach.
except for the Titans, because like they got nothing to lose.
No, but that's the thing. Like, you also probably have nothing to gain. You know, like that's the thing about unless the players hate the coach, you honestly have nothing to gain by firing a coach. Like, think about the Dolphins with Mike McDaniel, right? A lot of people would have fired him, but the odds are is that they would have been much worse had they kept him. Now, some organizations actively tank, so for them it would have been better, right? But like, you know, maybe that was a part of it for the Giants. Maybe they wanted to make sure that they're horrible and that they get absolutely nothing. Yo, Bears
Brock.
defense. What happened?
Yo, but this defense has showed multiple times that it can't get cut up.
It's getting shred up right now.
Yo, ever since ever since that Cincy game, I have not looked at this Bears defense as good. I'm sorry, you can't have that game against Cincy and some of your good
That was against
defense.
Joe Flacco too, right?
Yes, I think it was Joe
It was
Flacco.
either Flacco or Browning.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty nasty. I think it was against Flacco.
One.
Purdy, deep ball, uncatchable. Second and 10.
Yeah.
I got a question for that. It's like,
Yo, okay, I have a question, King. In a game like this, right, where both defenses are playing like ass, both offenses are doing numbers, what would it take for you to kick a field goal? What does it have to be, like 4th and 8, 4th and 9?
It has to be over 4th and 6. Once you get past 6 yards, I feel like you got kicked.
Yeah, kick. Oh no, I hear that. I hear that. Yo, okay, so hold on. You didn't see anything in the Eagles game, right?
Nothing.
Yo, you know
Not
what
gonna
was
lie, I basically only saw the Steelers game and said fuck it for today.
you know what was a really big moment, especially in hindsight, seeing the way the game turned out? There was a moment where the Bills had like 3rd and 8 at like the 25-yard
Yeah.
line, field goal range, and it was still 13-0 at this point, right? And then Josh Allen took like a 25-yard sack because he kept running around to try to make a play, and somebody just hawked him down, right? That pushed them out of field goal range, but it was like they went from 3rd and 8 to like 4th and 27, I think. Like, it was wild. But in hindsight, I'm just realizing that was a game swinging play, just like Jalen Carter blocking the extra point. Second game,
Brock. Yeah.
yeah. So the Niners finally failed on a 3rd down. Told you this is the Bears' one good year in 10 with the shit. Yeah, it's this is kind of nasty, man. I don't know where Murtaza is, but I know he's not happy to see this.
And Bo was baking that the Bears would beat the Niners, which actually might happen. You said, oh, okay, what am I gonna see?
No, they're punting. Like, I'm
Oh.
kind of surprised. But if they lose, I have a feeling this punt is going to be the reason, dude. This is vintage Shanahan right here. This shit is a tale as old as time. Fucking vintage Shanahan, man. All right, so hold on. Last few game recaps. Jaguars Colts. I was surprised this game was as close as it was. This was Philip Rivers' last game. Salute to the GOAT. First grandpa to get buckets in the NFL, which
they might
relative.
they might bring him back as a backup.
What's that?
They might bring him back as a backup.
I don't think he wants to come back as a backup, to be honest. Like, the way he talked about it, by the way, like the way
you gotta earn money for your 10 kids, right?
No, I hear that, but bro, I legit think that he would rather coach. Like, I think even
Yeah.
though like he brought his whole high school team to this game, the way he talked about it at the end of the game today, he's definitely going back into retirement. Yeah, I don't think he's coming back as a backup, but yeah, salute Phil Rivers. This game was probably closer than I expected. Maybe I chalked that up to it being a divisional thing. But yeah, I don't think the like, I kind of expected, based on what I've seen from both these teams, for the Jaguars to win a little bit easier here. Then they're gonna play the Titans next week, so we won't get to see them tested again. But yeah, man, the Jaguars handed out belt to the Broncos. That made them look amazing, and this was a bit of an underwhelming game. So don't feel the best about the Jags from that standpoint. The Colts are just like a different level of fuck because they traded their first round picks, but like it is what it is. They did it to themselves. Seahawks Panthers. I don't know if Will is still here, but yeah, the Seahawks had a bit of they struggled in this game offensively. Don't let the 27 points fool you. I think they only had like they had 3 to 10 for a long time in this game. Eventually
Yeah.
to 27. The Panthers made this game really, really ugly, man. Like they had no offense either. This was just a ugly defensive football game, and then eventually the Seahawks figured it out. But not a particularly great game for Seattle. I don't think either of these teams should go into Week 18 with a ton of confidence. Now, that being said, they could both still win. I'm not ruling them out. I actually am picking Carolina, but neither of these teams did too amazing. Giants Raiders. This was the Tank Bowl, dude. This was a battle for the #1 overall pick, and the Raiders won this matchup. They out tanked the Giants at the end of the day. Like they have both these teams have a handful of really good players, but the Raiders put Max Crosby and Brock Bowers on the bench. They said, "Get the go home. We don't fucking need you anymore for these last 2 games." And the Giants put Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence and Abdul Carter. They put all these guys on the field. Jackson Dart, and they won the game. So jokes on you, the Giants. You could have clinched the #1 overall pick, but they messed that up. Shit, man. Caleb to Luther Burden
So
for
what
25
happens
yards.
if they
Oh,
tie?
What's that?
What happens if they tied it?
I think the Giants would have got it. I think the Giants would have got it.
but I think winning's actually better for the Giant. Actually, is it? Because like they don't need that first overall pick.
Yeah, I think it was a bigger deal for the Raiders that now they don't have to trade up to take the trash quarterback that they take.
I
Caleb,
swear Mendoza goes 1 of 1.
play action. Ooh, gets to the sideline, makes a couple guys miss, gets 3 yards. Hey man, shout out to Flawless. Appreciate you as always. Everybody who is not familiar with Sarcasm City at this point, I don't know how that could happen because they raid all the time. But make sure you head over to Sarcasm City and subscribe to the channel there. 16K party coming up soon. They just hit 16,000 subscribers up there. And here's to 16 more. Floss is a fraud. Damn. Man said no love. Manangai fights for 6 yards, setting up 3rd and short for the Bears. Yo, so Luther Burden spun the ball on a concussed defender? That's hilarious. Third and 1. Huge down here. Manangai in the backfield. That's their power back. Oh, and Caleb Williams sneaks up the middle and gets like 3 yards on that sneak too. Easy money for Caleb.
Damn it.
All right, 1st and 10. The way that this game has been going, I do think the Bears, as long as they use up a little bit more clock, are pretty likely to get the last possession in this game. So if they just take their time and get a touchdown here, they're setting themselves up really nicely. Caleb drops back. Oh my God, what a throw to Loveland. What a throw to Loveland, dude.
So what's the combined passing yards of Brock and Caleb? Because at this point, no defense is being played.
At all, dude.
Yeah, I wanna ask, cause like it happened like midweek, right?
Yeah.
So, what are you guys thoughts on the Chiefs moving Rams?
The Chiefs doing what?
Moving.
Oh, I mean, I don't have many thoughts from the standpoint of like, I don't understand the local politics of Missouri versus Kansas, so I don't get that part of it. I imagine, I think they're not traveling that much of a distance, so I don't think it's a
It's
huge deal.
really like it's like what 30 miles or something. I
30,
don't
yeah,
know.
so they're barely going a distance. My thing is I don't like that they're going indoors. Like, I understand that it's the better business move, but
Yeah,
like,
that's my problem. Like in 2031, the AFC West is all going indoors, and I low key hate it.
yo, oh shit, the Denver's going indoors too.
Apparently, them was going indoors in 2030 something.
Yo, think about it, man. These owners are pressing for no reason, bro. By 2030, with how fucked global warming is gonna be by then, bro, think about how warm the weather is gonna be in December, dude. Like, you don't have to stress, but they are. Yeah, I hate it, dude.
Which I hate because it's like it seems like besides even then, I can't even say the AFC North because apparently we might go indoors.
That's fucked, dude. That's fucked. Especially in your
So it's
division.
like in 2030, almost every team's gonna have an indoor stadium.
Bro, shout out to Buffalo for building an outdoor stadium, man. Respects to Buffalo. I didn't know. I didn't know how
But
much
yeah,
respect they owed them, but I
like
do.
Buffalo's like 50-50, so that's great. But it's like it's by like 2030, it's just gonna be mostly indoor stadiums.
Yo,
Which fine, I get it, concerts, but like come on, it's football.
there's nothing I love more than outdoor winter games in the NFL, dude.
Which sucks because like if you want an outdoor game, you're gonna have to go to college.
Which is whack. Which is very, very, very whack. But yeah, shout out to everybody in here. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We have about 7 minutes left in this, and then we have
You fucking dumbass, why doing it for the refs?
yeah, number 48's not trying to win this game.
God
This guy's not
damn
trying to
it.
win this game.
Bro, I'm trying to see Seahawks Niners cinema. And it's low key not gonna happen if this defense doesn't lock in.
Oh yeah, because what are the Niners? Well, you think the Niners care about getting? You know what though? I think the Niners would care about maybe going up to the 5 seed, right? Because Philly versus like you either play Philly or like Carolina, and you'd much rather play Carolina.
Yeah. So they low key just need to win this. Because if they lose, I think they're stuck as like this. Let's see that. If the Niners lose this game, but then both teams win, do the Rams still get like the
Yep.
5 seed?
Yeah. So if the Niners lose this game, they have a worse record than the Rams. Their only hope of catching the Rams is if the Rams lose to the Cardinals, which is next to impossible. But there is like, you can't just give up on it, I don't think. But maybe they will. Who knows? Shovel pass to Manungai, tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and it will be 3rd and goal from like 8 yards out. Again, I kind of think you can't take that field goal. But you know what? No, you're gonna get the ball last. Maybe you kick this field goal.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. If this was like, I don't know, 4 minutes left, maybe then yeah. But
Yeah,
like it's like 6, so you can take the field goal. Come on.
Caleb. Oh my God, overthrows Manungai.
Oh, I thought that was picked.
Yo, that would have
Yo,
been
if
a
that
game
was
changing
picked, he
play.
basically would have sent it.
That would have been a game changing play, dude. Holy shit.
Yo, he would have sent it because there was no one at him.
Legit.
Oh. Oh, the angle made it look so much closer too. Okay.
Legit.
So this is basically a guaranteed good kick. The Niners have to get up by 4 for the lead. Can they do this? Come on.
Well, this is the thing too. Is the question? The 5 minutes and 22 seconds is kind of a weird timing because it's really hard to use 5 minutes and 22 seconds at the end of a game where the other team is going to be using timeouts. The reality is whatever the Niners do, the Bears are getting the ball back. The question is can the Niners get a touchdown and then can they use enough clock?
Can they waste at least 3 minutes?
Yep. Yep. Because if the Bears need to score a touchdown at the end of the game, I think the Bears are probably going to need like a minute and a half. So if you're the Bears, you'd like to keep as many of your timeouts as possible, but you have a lot of chances to get the Niners off the field. And again, like in a situation like this, I wouldn't mind being aggressive defensively because again, if you blitz and you give up a big play, whoop-de-doo, like at least you're not letting the Niners kill a bunch of the clock. And then obviously the upside to being aggressive is you might get a big sack, a turnover, blah blah blah. But like I'm always a big fan of catering your aggressiveness on like what you need from the game. And as much as the Bears need to keep the Niners out of the end zone and off the scoreboard, you also have to make sure they don't use up all this clock. Who is coach of the year? In my opinion, it would be Shanahan just because of all the injuries and what he's managed to do without the injuries. But that's not how they look at coach of the year. They kind of don't. It's like MVP fatigue,
It's
like you
gonna
don't give
be
coach of the year to established coaches.
Chuck Fagin.
So I think it's probably going to be Vrabel.
I was gonna say they're either giving it to Brayful or maybe Peyton.
True. Okay, last game recap. Bills Eagles. Again, I've talked a lot about this game already, so if you've been hanging around, you're probably going to hear quite a bit repeated. But again, hyper conservative game where we have a good game offensively in the first half and a shit game offensively in the second half, and that does not happen because the Bills found some magical potion in the second half. It's because the Eagles just got hyper super duper conservative because our defense was balling out. Like we shut the Bills out until about the 6-minute mark. They had a hard time scoring on us. They had a hard time moving the ball. They couldn't keep Josh Allen clean in the pocket. And look, like as an offense, we just took that for granted. Like I think it's really arrogant to assume that at no point is Josh Allen going to figure it out. But that's kind of how they treated it offensively. And I think it's a really bad strategy. I think it's going to come back to bite them in the playoffs at some point. And it's just frustrating to see because I actually think this team could be really good.
So is it more of a good defensive game or
Phenomenal
perhaps
defensive game, dude. Bro, we shut the Bills out for like what 54 minutes. That was unreal stuff. And the weather was a big part of it, right? A part of the reason the Eagles also got conservative is because this game was in freezing rain, and a part of the reason the Bills struggled is because there was freezing rain. Like the weather made this a low scoring game, and I think dictated the aggressiveness a little bit. But again, just I don't know, man. Like I think it's disrespectful to think that Josh Allen's not going to figure it out, and that's exactly what we did.
you know what this reminds me of?
What?
The game last night. This should have been the score instead of what was it 25-22, something like that.
Yeah, your game finished 20-16.
Yeah, was it 2016?
Yeah, 20-16. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're playing both, like backup quarterbacks. Like we didn't expect it to be that high scoring game.
Oh, you're talking about the other game. Yeah, that shit was 41-24. No, you're right. It was supposed to be a low scoring game. But yeah, man, I just want to see the Eagles play a full game of offensive football aggressively one time, dude.
I lost my parlay on that 'cause I had them under 50, and they still went over.
Crazy, dude. I can't believe it. And both quarterbacks played well too. Purdy drops back 2nd and 6, lots of pressure, throws it to a very covered McCaffrey. CJGJ is right there. It's 3rd and 6. Damn, they're saying they've moved CJ Gardner-Johnson to McCaffrey, guarding him one-on-one now. Yeah, McCaffrey's clearly not healthy because the trainers were working on him. Yo, hold on. Am I seeing this right? Dump off to Tongas and the Niners get the first down. Am I seeing this right?
See
Guys,
what?
why Leonard has 51 right now?
Wait, huh? Now hold up.
Yeah, he has 51 against Detroit. 17 for 24 shooting. Good for Kawhi, man. Whooping the Pistons' ass.
I told you about the Clippers.
You're right, though, man. You're right. This is a pretty big win. Purdy drops back. Another dump off. Bro, 3 dump offs in a row. These Niners are trying to chew clock. Look, like, I didn't expect Shanahan to manage the clock this well, but they are taking their sweet time going down the field.
Yeah, I just saw something. What?
No AP for
Apparently,
me
like
today.
Sauce
Yeah, man.
Gardner, he's
Clippers.
the
I mean,
only player to go in two teams like in same season,
yeah.
and they both. He only had one win.
Purdy. Oh my God. Another short pass. This one dropped by Tongas, but there's a flag on the play. No AP for me today. Yeah, man. The Clippers are fucking that draft pick up.
Be on the defense, please.
Hands to the face on the Bears. Goodness gracious, guys. Just play a little bit of defense. I don't need you to play that much defense, just a little bit.
No, I want no defense. I need the Niners to win.
Oh no! Oh, you're gonna see this.
Damn.
Oh yeah, RJ might Baxter, right?
Yeah. Oh, okay, true. You're also probably a Clippers. Yeah, you must be a Clippers fan. But yeah, man. Kawhi turning the clocks back tonight. Play action? No way. Another dump off, dog. They are abusing the short passing game. It's working. It's not a bad thing. But this is actually a very smart management of this game. Because we're already down to the 3-minute mark. And honestly, McCaffrey should have stayed in bounds. What a play design, man. What a play design. Ooh, handoff to Brian Robinson. Stuffed. Damn, bro. I guess McCaffrey needed the rest, but we can't be going to Brian Robinson in big moments. Now Chris Collinsworth is talking about clock management. Man, we've been had those conversations. Get with the program, Chris.
Shut the fuck up, God. No, I hate him.
I know. Yeah, that's your main op. Purdy drops back down the middle of the field. Oh my God, Jawan Jennings is wide open and he's gonna score. They said fuck that clock management. Yo, they hit Josh Allen with a 9 meme. That's what this link is, people. For anybody in the chat, they hit Josh Allen with the 9 meme. Everybody got it this year, man. Everybody got it.
Yes, it's inevitable. No Thanos.
Yo, okay, that second one is crazy, dude. It can't be that serious with Geno Smith. Also, he's tanking. He's doing God's work for the Raiders, tanking for the number 1 overall.
Geno Smith? They really are going after everybody, huh?
Yo, hold on. Kawhi has 0 points in the fourth quarter. He got 51 in 3 quarters.
What in the Jokic is that?
Yo, nobody escapes the 9 meme, dude. Everybody gets 9'd. Okay, Caleb Williams, man, game on the line. Let's see what you can do. Okay, again, I've done all the game recaps. We can focus on this playoff picture right here. What I wanted to talk about is like what obvious game the NFL needs to schedule the release now. Bro, do you know what though? They're basing it off the result of this game. It's gonna probably drop as soon as this game is done. Because Seattle, San Francisco is a marquee game if the Niners win this game. If they don't, then that game's not that dope. Okay, which layup? And when I say layup, I'm talking about Texans against Riley Leonard, right? Bills against the Jets, Patriots against the Dolphins, Jaguars against the Titans. Which one of these games that's a layup? Rams against the Cardinals. Do we think could go the other way? Because I'm like, I mean, obviously Riley Leonard, Brady Cook, Quinn Ewers. I mean, Cam Ward's Cam Ward. Jacoby Brissett. Like, I think it might be Cardinals Rams of the obvious game. It might be.
Actually, I think the biggest layup for me is the biggest layup non-layup is actually Packers Vikings.
Oh, so I'm not counting that as a lip because I think that so the Packers are going to rest their players. It's probably going to be Clayton Tune playing. So yeah, I don't count this as a layup because also it doesn't actually matter. Like nothing changes if the Vikings win or the Packers win. The Packers are the 7th seed anyways. The thing is, a lot of shit changes if the Texans blow this game or the Bills. Like all these layups, even if the Rams blow this game, if they blow this game, they have to play the Eagles on Wild Card Weekend. I've already expressed how that'll mess their Super Bowl run up, even if they beat the Eagles. You say Lions versus Bears? Okay. I mean, I wasn't even saying that's a layup because I kind of could see the Lions winning. Like, not Bears are favorites and they should be favorites, and I'm picking them to win. But like, I think the uncertainty is there enough for me to say that that's not a layup. Like, let's say just these 5 games: Rams, Jags, Patriots, Bills, and Texans. Those 5 games. What is the most likely to not go to the favorite? Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be the Rams just because like the Cardinals are a weird team, dude. No, but you know what? They have way too many injuries. Maybe the Titans?
I was thinking the Texans.
Oh, okay. I just think that, bro, I think Riley Leonard is going to die against that defensive line.
He might, but also CT might just have another stinker, and somehow they figure it out.
Yeah.
I took out the 5 teams. The Texans are, to me, like the worst one.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess if Jonathan Taylor plays, like, he can give you a chance of popping off. I wonder
Yeah.
if the Colts play their whole defense, I wonder if they can shut down Houston's offense like completely. If they hold the Texans offense to, let's say, 13 points, right? Then the Colts offense just has to fluke 2 touchdowns, right? Jonathan Taylor can get one on his own. Like, can the special teams get the other one? You know, like the questions become like that. But yeah, shout out to the 27 people watching live. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I will be back on Tuesday night to do a preview of Week 18, rank the teams going into Week 18, and then I'll be back Saturday night probably, but if not, definitely Sunday night to watch some football. We're gonna get the schedule probably as soon as this game is over, so I will hang around for a couple minutes extra to talk about that game.
When's your next Raptors game?
New Year's Eve, my time. Raptors Nuggets.
Who did they play the next games?
They play Orlando tomorrow, and then the Nuggets on Wednesday, which is the game I'm doing.
They should win against the Orlando Magic. Now, remember when I said who I had as the big next big star?
Next big star in basketball?
Yeah, and I said Paolo Banchero. He's been playing crap.
He's been playing like crap? Damn, I didn't even know.
I think like Cause like he bulked up a bit. Like I think it's around 260 to 265 now.
Yeah.
Before he was like 225, 230. Like he tried to put more muscles, but
Hold on. I just saw something hilarious. The Panthers are in the playoffs right now, and a lot of us think they're gonna win. I'm picking the Niners, by the way. Although, like most would think that how is the defense gonna win the game? I still think they're gonna win this game. The Panthers are in the playoffs right now, and a lot of us envision the Panthers being in the playoffs because they beat Tampa Bay. The Panthers have a minus 67 point differential. They're a 50-50 team, right? 8-8. But they're minus 67 in point differential. That's crazy.
Minus what?
67.
Dead meme. I know. I'll shut
For,
up.
for context, right? The worst team in the AFC East, the AFC in terms of point differential, the Steelers are at +8, and that's by far the worst, right? The rest of the NFC, the worst team is the Bears at +33. The Panthers are the only team remotely close to the playoffs to have that bad of a point differential. To compare, the Bucks are only minus 33. But yeah, that's bad. That's bad. The
Come
Chiefs
on.
are hold on, bro. The Chiefs are 6-10 and they're +36 in point differential.
Well, I mean, they did have like a bunch of easy blowout games against weak opponents.
Yeah, that's how it has to happen, right? You never really get blown out, but you blow out some other teams.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 5 for the Bears. All 3 timeouts, so they have tons of time here. They should not be in a rush. Like they
Come
can
on,
run the ball if they feel
Niners.
like they need to.
Come on, Niners.
Caleb drops back. The uneasy pocket, and he dirts the ball looking for Swift, but there is a flag. There is a flag on the play.
Loki, I was like, Loki, that should be holding. Please, do not. Defense, do not mess this up. Are you kidding me?
Defensive holding on a C. Lucas. I don't know what the C stands for, but a C. Lucas messed things up.
Come on, man. Fuck. I'm trying to see cinema next week. Don't get up.
Caleb drops back. Caleb, oh, it's batted at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Oh, by the way, somebody asked me about passing yards. I don't know which one of you it was, right? You know what's crazy?
It's me.
After all of that, Brock Purdy only has 303 passing yards. And Caleb only has 280. Like,
has there been a lot of penalties in this game?
well, the Niners have like 200 rushing yards, right? So they have like 500 yards of offense.
Right.
That's the big thing.
It's just one pick six. That's the only turnover.
Dump
By
off
the
to
way,
Swift, gets 6
so
yards.
in the penalties, right? It's not the reason why we lost, but there were some BS flags in that game.
It happens, man. It definitely, like, these refs definitely screw teams over.
Yeah.
Okay, Niners defensive player gets on the field really late. And the Niners take a timeout, I think, because of that. Big 3rd and 4 coming up, and there was some confusion about who should be on the field and who shouldn't be. Oh, by the way, did you guys see what happened in the Eagles game with Fred Johnson?
No. What happened?
First play of the game, this guy runs onto the field with no helmet, right? So at some point, the guys in the hut are like, dog, you don't have a helmet. So he has to run to the bench, get his helmet, and then run back. So like literally arrived to the first play not ready to play, and then had to get his helmet, and then it's like, dude, like, There was no delay of game, but like he put us at risk of getting a delay of game because he fucking somehow forgot his helmet to play football.
Wait, you're not gonna get penalized for that, right? If you don't have a helmet.
I don't know, but I know plays are whistled dead nowadays when a helmet comes off and the player like comes into like close to contact. You know, like I think they wouldn't snap the ball, or like they would call they'd whistle the play dead. I don't know how it would work, but yeah, man, dude, not ready to play
Yeah,
football.
that's the I like to call it the Jason Witten rule.
Yeah, that's
Even
the.
though I don't think he was the first one, I think another player did it before him.
But also, that play happened against the Eagles, so I remember it for sure.
Yeah,
Caleb scrambled for the first down here, by the way. 3rd and
I
4,
saw. God
6 in the
damn it.
pocket, scrambles left.
Come on, Niners.
1:17 to go. The Bears still
Like,
have 3 timeouts. If I was them, I'd run the
amazing
ball one time.
game either way, but like I want to see a better game tomorrow next week.
Yep.
Did did someone sign OBJ?
OBJ, no, he's a free agent.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's a player who got cursed off his career. OBJ. If he just didn't get in that damn picture,
That goddamn boat, bro.
yo, that yacht picture gotta be the most cursed thing in New York.
Caleb drops back, takes a shot in the seam, but he threw into a crowd there, dude. That was not a good decision. 3rd and 10 coming
Who
up.
was he throwing to? Command? Who was triple teamed? Come on, defense. It's 10 yards.
Yo, hold on. How did I miss this? The Raptors got Mo Bamba?
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Is this fake?
No way.
Yo,
Hang on.
big play
Defense,
by
are
Luther
you
Burden, by the way, to
kidding
get the
me?
3rd down.
Nah.
Think the
I don't
Bears win.
believe
They've
that.
been winning these games all year. Yeah, they have that like Kansas City Chiefs one possession game kind of a thing. Yo, you know how much I'm gonna listen to that song? College football brought that song back into my life this year. And then I went to a wedding and they asked me to recommend songs for the wedding, and I put Mo Bamba as a joke. I didn't hear it at the wedding, which kind of sucked. Now I'm gonna listen to that song even more. Catch me tomorrow getting ready for work, blasting Mo Bamba in the shower.
What a what a flop Marbamba is.
Yeah, for real. Good for him, bro. Cause he's gonna get a chance to play minutes, bro. Jakob Bertel has the back of a 50-year-old man. He's gonna get a lot of minutes. Yo, Mike. Okay, on that replay, I just noticed how bad this DB got ankled. Luther Burden snatched that guy's ankles. Watch that replay again if you catch it, bro. He crossed him up 2 times. That looked like basketball on a football field.
Okay, 40 seconds. Come on, defense.
2 timeouts, yo. The Bears could still run the ball if they want to.
I mean, maybe, but that's just gonna make them waste timeouts. Let's see.
Pass rush gets home.
Should have been holding,
Caleb
but
goes
that's
away.
fine. 3rd and 5.
Can't believe Marbamba's the sixth pick.
Hmm?
Marbamba's the sixth pick.
Hold on. Yo, that pass would have been completed if he had more time. That guy was wide open. I think it was
Yeah,
DJ.
that was low key on Caleb.
Yo, pass rush definitely saved the day there.
Yeah.
3rd and 5. Luther Burden in motion. That's the man they need to be watching, dude. Yep.
2,
Luther
1.
Burden. Oh, he drops it.
Oh my god, this is game.
All right, 4th and 5. Here it is. Game on the
No
line.
spoilers. Because you're like a few seconds ahead.
All right, no spoilers. No spoilers in the chat either.
I'm not watching the game, so.
Okay, as soon as this game
I mean,
ends,
only start first score to get a spoiler.
soon as this game ends, eyes on social media for the schedule. Timeout. Who? Timeout.
Probably Niners.
Oh, the Bears took a timeout. Damn.
Oh. I don't understand that because if you get held again, you only get one timeout.
Yeah, dude. Like, they're going all. They must have really needed this extra time.
Maybe they're trying to cook up a master game scheme, which will be even funnier if this does fail.
Yeah.
All right, Bears, it's put up a short of time.
All right, 4th and 5. It would be funny if the Niners take a timeout now. They have two. Like, they don't fucking need these timeouts. This game's not going to overtime.
Come on, 4th and 5.
Caleb drops back, takes.
Drop
Oh my
back.
god, Colston Loveland wide open.
Oh,
Drag.
come on.
Oh my bad, bro. I got excited. Fuck.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just mad because it's defense. You can't do one stop. Come on.
Bears took their final timeout. Weird thing about this, where the game is at right now, though, is that like the Bears didn't get into 1st and goal. They're in 1st and 10 at the 10-yard line. In theory, you could get 10 yards and then have 4 more downs. So in theory, the Bears could run up to 7 plays here, but they don't have the time to do it now. You know, like this is where it would be nice to have a little bit more time. Not thinking
Maybe have a second timeout.
Yeah, or another timeout to make sure you don't waste any time. But like the potential for running a lot of plays still exists. Like at this point, I would like to have, let's say, 40 seconds, right? Because then I know I have enough time for 7 plays if that's what's going to happen. That being said, you're probably going to go to the middle of the field. You're probably going to kill a bunch of time at some point.
Come on, defense.
Williams throws it away. 1st down, throw away.
Almost a sack.
So because
if
you have
just one more second, that was a sack.
Yeah, bro, because you have no more timeouts here, right? Like you kind of can't throw to the middle of the field. So for the Niners, they just have to define the end zone and the sidelines. That's a much easier job. One timeout would drastically change things here if the Niners had to respect the middle of the field. By the way, the Niners are wearing all black uniforms for the matchup against the Seahawks next week.
Oh, that game has to be.
Oh my God, hook and ladder. DeAndre Swift to the 2-yard line. He's inbounds. The Bears have to spike the ball. Oh my God, this had to score. This had to score.
10, 9, 8, 7,
spike it with 4
6,
seconds. Bro,
4.
Oh my God. This is exactly what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about from a game management standpoint, bro.
One play left.
Going to the middle of the field cost them their ability to run a bunch of plays, right? Even though they got the 1st down there, they basically made it so that they have one shot at winning this game. It was a hell of a design, but shout out to the Niners for having a zone defender out there. Against man coverage, maybe that works, but because it's a zone, there's a guy on the outside that can stop DeAndre Swift from getting out of bounds. I'm sure the play design there was to get him out of bounds.
This is the last play, so no spoilers will be recorded. 2, 1. Oh, wait. Oh, that's not the play. Wait.
Incomplete.
Game over.
Incomplete, bro.
Oh,
the Niners make a
It was going to be delayed, too. That's game. Oh, next week's gonna be cinema now.
What a end to the game, dude. That's a huge stand for the Niners defense. All right, NFL, hit me with it. Hit me with it. Let's get that sketty.
Oh, Burden might have gotten hurt by that.
Damn, that would be a big loss. Burden got hurt. Damn, that's a huge loss, dude. He's clearly their best receiver. Scratch that, best offensive weapon on their team. If anything's wrong with him going into the playoffs, that's a big deal for them. What a game.
And I'm not gonna lie, it looks like a lower leg injury too.
Back-to-back 40 balls from the Niners offense. Seahawks defense is pretty good, but we saw them give up hella points to the Rams. We'll see what happens. Yo, he's still down? Dude, that would be a disaster.
Oh my. Yo, if he's
out,
I think he might actually be out, because
Yo.
like it looked like a lower leg injury. He's gonna be out for the playoffs.
Yo.
Oh my god, one play and he's out for the whole rest of them.
Bigger implications here, dude. That also impacts their ability to win next week to secure the 2 seed. So I don't know if this changes how the Eagles look at that game. I would still be playing with a lot of backups. Like for me, AJ Brown can't play. Devontae Smith, Saquon Hurts, like none of those guys can play, man. I need those guys. The offensive line, oh my goodness, bro. The way you guys are playing like ass, I need you guys to be healthy. All right, NFL. Is the Dunze out for a while? I believe so. Okay, let's open up a new
500 yards. Damn, what a day for them.
Okay. Hey, I got the tab open right here. We are gonna hold on. That skip Caleb hit to get out of the shoestring tackle made me yelp a yelp I've never yelped before. What an ending. Yeah, I was pretty hyped too when he got up off his feet. Okay, we're gonna keep this tab open in the background. We now know for certainty that we put the right team in there with the Niners. I feel pretty confident about putting the Rams against the Falcons. So yeah, we know the situation going into week 18. And again, a lot of these games that either don't matter or feel like obvious games. So again, the games that really feel like they're uncertain and could go both ways that have big meaning, bro. Panthers, Bucks. At this point, maybe Detroit, Chicago. Obviously Seahawks, Niners. And then, yeah, Chargers, Broncos on this side, and then Ravens, Steelers, another huge matchup. Okay. Again, I'm going to hang around because I'm pretty sure the schedule is going to drop at any point now.
Hopefully.
I'll hang out for another, let's say 5-10 minutes. What a game, though, people, man. What a game.
You think it's going to be that? Yo, watch them drop it at midnight.
That would piss me off if I cut the stream and they go live immediately.
Yeah, if they did like midnight or like, fuck, they're gonna do like Sunday morning, like at the morning ESPN thing. It'd be like, "Hey guys, glad you came here. And since you guys came here, you get the sneak peek of the schedule." I don't know.
Yo, I just searched the word schedule into the NFL, into Twitter. Half these people are just like, where's the schedule? Where's the schedule? Where's the schedule?
Yeah, except for we gotta see what the big games are. Because now there's 5.
Yep. And it's relevant for my streaming as well, right? Like I gotta know. Yo, this guy, I'm seeing a person drop their schedule predictions.
Yo, actually, let's see them. We'll see if this man's cooking.
Okay, let me go to Twitter. Go over schedule. Search by latest. Saturday slate. Indy, Houston. No, this guy does not know ball. What the hell?
Oh, Hold on. Carolina, Tampa. That's
This guy does not know ball. Yo, what is this Barstool Philly link? Did people egg Patullo's house again? Oh, okay. Hold on.
okay. So besides Indy Houston, the schedule is low key cooking. If he just changes Indy Houston, he's low key cooking.
I think so too. Look at my TV. I turned my TV off already. It's not the schedule. If it's not the schedule, I don't care. Oh, somebody else dropped another prediction. Let's see if this guy's cooking.
All right, come on.
Hold on. A prediction. 80% confirmed? What the? Oh, a lock says 80% confirmed. What the hell does that mean? Saturday, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Seattle, San Francisco. Okay. Sunday Night Football, Baltimore, Pittsburgh. Okay. And then the 4:00 games. I think these are all the important games, right? Yeah. See those 5
Yes.
games I'm talking about, right? The Rams, Texans, Jags, Patriots. Wait, no, there's one
Denver.
layup missing. Oh,
Who
yeah.
missing?
Denver. What was it? Oh, yeah. Bills, Jets is the only layup. The schedule's on TV. Oh, Ravens, Steelers is Sunday Night Football.
I knew it. They did. I knew it. I know what they said. So yeah, Raven still says Sunday night.
Home, following. Man, drop this schedule, dog. But yeah, okay. Ravens, Steelers Sunday night means I'm definitely there for that game Sunday night.
Oh, God damn it, man. I gotta wait till. So Sunday night, I'm either crashing out or I'm taunting Ravens fan.
It's gonna be a hell of a game, dude. I'm glad that I'm watching it
Yo.
with you guys.
Hopefully
for the
Peter's
game.
there too. So it's you, me, Peter, and Ravens fan.
Wait, hold on. No way, bro. This guy started his tweet with the week 18 schedule and then key games and then just started talking about the key games. Oh, no, it is actually some information. Yep. So Panthers Bucks is 4:30. Seahawks Niners. Okay. I think
Okay, so we're basically correct. We're correct on all of this.
No, we cooked on the fact that these are the 3 standalone games, right? Baltimore Pittsburgh is Sunday night. I'm doing that game. Seattle San Fran, I feel like I have to, so I'll do that game as well. Panthers Bucks, to hell with that game. I'm gonna be watching it. Nah, I mean, like, I'm gonna be watching it, but the thing is, Panthers Bucks is not good enough for me to stream for 7 hours on a day. If for some reason Baltimore Pittsburgh was also on Saturday, bro, I would have streamed the whole day. But nah, bro, Panthers Bucks cannot get 7 hours of live streaming out of me. But I'll do Seattle for sure, and I'll do Baltimore Pittsburgh for sure. So amazing games. And then that's gonna secure a matchup, by the way, right? Because basically, Seahawks. No, it won't, because the Rams have to play. But basically, the Rams got fucked. Not really. Like, it's their own fault for not winning games against like the Panthers and shit. But yeah, the Rams have no chance of winning their division. They have to be a wild card team. It's just a matter of whether they're the 5 seed or the 6 seed. So that's the issue too, is that they have no chance of winning the division, but they have to play their starters in week 18 to avoid playing Philly, and like securing the easy wild card matchup against Carolina. So
wait, I thought they were a 6 seed regardless.
No, if they beat the Cardinals, they're a 5 seed guaranteed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? And it's not going to happen beforehand, but the loser of Seahawks Niners is almost guaranteed to be a 6 seed, which is, again, a really rough fall off from the 1 seed. So tough for them. But yeah, man, Baltimore, Pittsburgh on Sunday night. I hope the weather's cold, dude. I hope it's frigid in Pittsburgh.
Let me check. I'm gonna check the weather
report.
report.
You're the local Pittsburgh guy, bro. Give us the weather report for next week.
God damn it! I want to go to Saturday. Give me a minute. All right, Sunday. 32. Oh shit! It's gonna be windy and snowing.
Yo, oh my God. Ravens Steelers in the snow in a playoff game, basically. This is what football is like. This is why we watch football. Okay, damn it.
I gotta
Eagles,
see if I can get tickets.
the Eagles and the Bears both play at 4, so the Eagles won't know if they can get the 2 seed or not. They have to make that decision beforehand.
I gotta see if I can get some tickets. Because I'm not going.
Okay. Oh, yo, oh my goodness. Guys, Adam Schefter dropped the whole schedule. Okay, this is kind of funny. This is kind of funny. For life, this works out. Guys, look how shit the 1 o'clock schedule is.
Ew! Who's
Okay, look.
watching that?
This is probably going to be 2 third stringers. This is probably going to be like, I mean, Shador against Joe Burrow is not horrible, right? But you're probably seeing Riley Leonard in this matchup. You're probably seeing the Giants tanking in this matchup. You're, Shuck against Cousins. I mean, at least there's football there, right? To be honest, Titans, Jags, if this schedule is like, if I have to watch football at this time, I'm probably watching Jaguars, Titans with a side of Bengals, Browns. But this is yucky. 4 o'clock. Okay, this is where all the games that matter are happening, right? So you got Chargers, Broncos. You got Eagles, Commanders. You got.
So I need Dream East for 4 o'clock.
Yeah, you got to lock in because Lions, Bears is going to be big too, right? The Rams are going to be playing for the 5 seed. Patriots again. Patriots, Broncos are basically both playing for the 1 seed. We'll see who gets it. Bills playing to close out their stadium. And I guess Euro step the 7 seed. So yeah, whole lot of shit going on, but it's going to be a great week of football, man. It's going to be a great week of football. Shout out to everybody in here. We're going to have a lot of fun next week. Saturday night and Sunday night, I'm streaming. I'll catch you guys then. On your way out, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. But yeah, I'll see you guys then. I will let Stephen.
Ravens Steelers. What a rivalry to end off this season, huh?
This is why we watch football, bro. This is why we watch football. But I'm gonna let Stephen A. Smith do the honors as always. I'll see you guys on Tuesday and then Saturday.
Y'all take it easy. I'm out. Y'all take it.